and we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo. The way just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chubs do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounding you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comment short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing.
Yeah, go
ahead. Had to change my answering machine. Now that I'm alone, cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense for you to walk out the door, but it's the only way I hear voice anymore.
Tell him, Squid G.
It's ridiculous, it's been months. For some reason I just can't get over us. But I'm stronger than oh, enough is enough. No more walking around with my head down. I'm so tired of being blue, crying over you. And I'm so sick of love songs, so done with it. So
What's good? Salute. What's good with the family? How y'all feeling, man? Good Tuesday, everybody. We back at it again. Back to talk some more boxing. It's your one and only, man. Your boy Just back at it with the family. How y'all feeling on this good Tuesday? How y'all feeling? Appreciate y'all stopping through. Y'all smash that like button, man. Let me say what up. DP Rocker was good with it, DP. How you feeling, bro? Fizzle was good with it, Brody. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Miss Joette, salute to the queen. How you feeling today? Appreciate you stopping through. Mike Kirkland, my bro. What's going on with it, Mike? How you feeling? Appreciate y'all stopping through, man. We back again to have another conversation as always. You know, it's fight week this week. It's fight week. And one of the things that I wanted to start doing, try to stay consistent doing it, is whenever it's a fight week and it's a solid fight, a good fight that's worth talking about, you know, I talk about it throughout the week, you know what I mean, in different phases. And whenever it's an update, you know, I'll speak on it. But, you know, I've seen a few things today that caught my attention, you know, and one of them is straight up is Anthony Joshua, you know, he's saying if he loses, he retiring. I got to fix my title, too. I didn't even realize my title was messed up like that. Man, salute that. But, yeah, he said he's retiring if he loses, but he said it in like a joking manner. So we going to – Jay Wash, what's good with it, family? Appreciate you pulling up. So we're going to see. You know, I got this clip as always. Y'all know I'll be getting these clips, and I'm going to play some of what he had to say. It's not real long. I think it's like 4 minutes. And he said, you know, he pretty much said, yeah, if I lose, I retire. And like, you know, but like I say, he said it in like a halfway joking manner. Like he was laughing right after he was saying it. So you know, I don't know what to think of it, but it's always a message. It's always a message in these interviews. This is why I get them. It's always a message in these clips. And I think you know, the best way to assess these things is hearing it straight out of their mouth and then, you know, making of it what we will. Salute to Miss Joette, Mike, J. Wash, G5, Fate. What's good, my bro? How you feeling? Crush the Legend. What's good, Brody? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Salute to everybody that's in the building, man. You know, Regis Prograis, I got a little clip of him. He called out, you know, Jose Ramirez for kind of pretty much lying, making it seem like they turned down the fight with him and not the other way around, which we all know that's false anyway. But, you know, we got a few things to talk about. We got Jaime Munguia and DMITRII BIVOL supposed to be being put together around June 10th, I believe that is. You got it's fight week for Isaac DOGBOE and ROBEISY Ramirez. You know, DOGBOE has some interesting things to say about Tank Davis and his power. You know, we wanted to chop it up a little bit about Dev and Lomachenko. And, you know, whether or not this man will get his just due, because that's what he said right out his mouth. I'm going to play that clip as well, man. We got a few things to talk about. And I wanted to just highlight how, you know, people might not want to say it, or they might want to try to find reasons or ways to take away from this fight with Lomachenko and Devin Haney, but I ain't going for none of it. This for sure is a legacy fight, and I'm just here to big this man up and give him his credit for getting it done. You know what I mean? Like, again, Devin Haney, in my opinion, is just making a nice track record for himself in terms of saying that he wants things and going after it. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I'm just going to give him credit where it's due, because that's what we do over here, right? You know what I mean? He said he wanted undisputed, right? He said he wanted undisputed. He made it happen. He did, despite the level of opposition that he was in there, right? He got in there, did what he had to do, right? Said he wanted Lomachenko. Now, you know, May 20th, we got a date. He gonna go in there and get his business squared away with Lomachenko. So I just think it's a good fight. It's a good fight. I'm just giving him credit for it. Like I said, I'm gonna play this clip from AJ to let y'all know what AJ was talking about. Like, I always say it's gonna be his mental, in my humble, honest opinion, that hurts him in the long run. It's not physical with AJ. I swear I think it's mental, and it's always been that. Salute to my bro Mike Kirkland putting that color in the chat. Much love, much appreciation, bro. Salute to my bro.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Much love and appreciation, Mike, for always showing love, supporting this grind, man. Much love and appreciation, bro. We're gonna get to it. Ricky Williams, my brody, what's good with it? They liars. You know it. You know they liars, Rick. You know it. We're gonna get to it. That's why I like playing these clips. I like when Regis talk his stuff, man. I know we was on Munguia about comp, but we ain't mean this. You know what I mean? We ain't mean this, Fate. We ain't mean this. Mr. Holmes, salute, family. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Bet the house on ROBEISY. I'm with you, Mr. Holmes. I'm with you. ROBEISY, I like ROBEISY. Some people feel like, you know, he ain't one of them, but I think ROBEISY, pretty damn good fighter, man. Pretty damn good fighter. I just don't want him to get too complacent with getting comfortable trying to walk guys down and just beat them up and getting away from his boxing that we all know he could do. But it's going to be a fun fight. April 1st, we got ROBEISY and Isaac DOGBOE. I think that's going to be a war, low-key. You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be a war. Given you know, ROBEISY's recent performances and how he approached his fights, man, I got reason to believe that he's going to be coming to try to hurt, you know, Isaac DOGBOE. And we seen Isaac DOGBOE in the past. Like, he'll oblige you center ring if that's what you want to do. So it should be interesting to see how that fight play out for sure, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button one time for you, bro. We gonna get into this, man. We gonna get into it. I'm gonna pull this up from AJ, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear what AJ had to say. I mean, and again, man, his focus is gonna be important for this fight, for him to get through this test, because simply put, I don't think he could afford another loss. You get what I'm saying? Like he already got back-to-back losses to lose it. The worst thing that could possibly happen to this man now is for him to have back-to-back losses. You get what I'm saying? 3 losses in a row. Now, I don't care who you is and how much people wanted to see you, your career start to look a bit more shaky, and things start to look a little bit more questionable surrounding you. You know what I'm saying? You know what? If MUNGUIA, I ain't talking no more. Yeah, if he fight him, yeah, he get the utmost respect. He get the utmost respect if he really getting in there with DMITRII BIVOL. But I think he about to get Zordo Ramirez. To be honest with you, I think he about to get Zordo Ramirez, and it's gonna be bad for him. Salute to my bro Mike one more time in that super chat, man. Much love and appreciation. He said, you know what happened to MUNGUIA? Oh yeah, man. If he get in there, Fate. If he get in there, said he should retire if he loses. And again, because that'll be back to back losses. You feel me, Mike? That's 3 losses in a row. Things start to look a lot different. You get what I'm saying? Even back-to-back losses hit different. So I think at this point, it's really all or nothing with him. And remember, I brought this up in a different stream where I was talking about what Eddie Hearn said. He feel like this make or break for Joshua. If he don't win this fight, he feel like he in trouble. You know what I'm saying? His career is in trouble. So we gonna see, man. I'm gonna play this clip from let y'all hear what old AJ had.
And I think now, I feel like there's no better time. I feel like now Fury, providing the Usyk fight doesn't happen and he doesn't fight anyone in between, I think he needs me at the minute.
Yes.
Why didn't that fight happen last year?
Yes.
Who, with me and who?
Fury. Who was to blame?
Which one?
The one with the deadlines.
Maybe me, I didn't meet his deadline.
Who was to blame in the breakdown in Fury Usyk over the past couple of weeks?
I don't know. I wasn't involved in those negotiations.
Femi, what do you... You've got an important fight on Saturday. This is your comeback fight. This is a new dawn. What does it mean to you personally? Forget the fans. What does it mean to you personally to get back on that stage and show us who you are?
It'll be really good. It'll be really good. Like, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, fighters. So, you know, hearing that final bell or hearing the ref count it out, honestly, it's such like a high like feeling that no amount of like, I don't think money or sex or anything can kind of give you that kind of feeling. Cause it's true, like it's a mad feeling. But then the thing is, I remember once when I beat Pulev, and I was just like in a cab back home on my own, and I was like,
okay, AJ.
Life just goes on. Like I built myself up for this big event, like I got to win, I'm defending the title, and then it was just like, it was just done. I was just driving home on my own, and it was just.
What's the plan then for after this fight?
Well, there's only 2 things that can happen. One person will win, one person will lose. So let me put myself in the winning seat. I'm going to try and maintain a standard. So, because we build ourselves so high up to get into like fighting condition, so many rounds of sparring and training and running, that I don't want to dip too much. Yeah. So I'm going to hopefully maintain a standard. So next time I'm in camp, like I'm going to higher heights and a tougher fight will be presented.
See, it's interesting his choice of words, like how he's trying to basically say he don't want to peak out too soon and he want to maintain a standard, you know what I mean, throughout camp, you know, on his way to the fight. And again, that's good thinking. That's good thinking for AJ. But you know, he with Derek James. I think he definitely right off the bat, in order for them to be successful, is he has to understand that Derek James, he got to believe in the process and trust in Derek James. He got to know that the work that he is doing is going to put him in the best position possible to win this fight April 1st. He just got to go in there and get the job done. And remember, a lot of times y'all hear me speak on, you know, fighters fall from grace being crazy. And you hear him alluding to how he build themselves all the way up. Yeah, for that one moment. And then when it don't go your way, it's like a big blow, big hit to the ego. You know what I'm saying? And some dudes just don't respond well. You know, we seen the way he responded after his last loss. You get what I'm saying? I think he showed a good account of himself in the rematch against Usyk. I think he did a lot of things better in the rematch. He surprised me. I felt like the fight was a lot closer than what I thought it was going to be. I felt like Usyk was going to be able to beat him a lot more convincingly than what he did. You know what I'm saying? But as it stands, you know what I mean? Robert Garcia was able to work on some things in training camp, and AJ was able to implement some of those things in the actual fight. But as it stood, like I think where he blew his load in about the 9th round or so, and them championship rounds just wasn't no good to him. And I believe that's where the separation came in for Usyk. He separated himself in them championship rounds. And as we know, you know, Joshua can obviously go 12 rounds, right? We've seen him do it more than once, right? But his 12 rounds don't hit how Usyk's hit. And I've always said that. You get what I'm saying? He can make it the duration, but can he go 12 rounds and still be effective offensively. And that's where he struggles at. And like I said, he blew his load a little bit and he miscalculated. I think he did have Usyk hurt, but he tried to go for it. And then going forward, he shot his load. And I think that cost him. It was hard for him to get that second win for them championship rounds. And that's why I believe the fight was lost for him. And that's saying a lot considering that we knew, undoubtedly, I felt like in the first fight that he was just getting outboxed. We knew it. You get what I'm saying? This one, I felt like he made it a lot closer. You know what I mean? But again, Mike Biggs boxing, my bro. Salute to you, Brody. How you feeling? Grease with fire. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Derek James, the best trainer in boxing, and I can't disagree with that. Grease. I think he's damn sure one of the best trainers. One of the best teacher trainers. Grease. You get what I'm saying? Because he can train you and get you physically in shape to perform, but then he can mentally prepare you to go out there and do the job. And I think that's what makes Derek James special. He's not just a trainer, he's a teacher trainer. You know what I'm saying? Lone Star Steph, salute family. Appreciate you pulling up. Fizzle, you keep cooking over there as well, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling, bro? Ronnie Shields is the worst trainer after Reynoso. Yeah, Ronnie Shields been getting a lot of flack lately. Mine said WWE not going for BIVOL no more. We aiming for GGG June 10th. They did. I mean, the WBA. Salute to the Brody Lone Star staff. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Salute to you. Kirk Douglas, salute family. How you feeling, Brody? Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Salute to the OG. Judah Ben, my Brody. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Salute to my baby girl, Miss JusDueBoxing. You listening from work? Don't work too hard, man. Say what up to the residents. You know what I'm saying? Tell them the voice is on and on the job. Salute to everybody in the building, though. Much love and appreciation. Y'all punch that like button one time. We're going to keep getting into this, man.
Do you feel like you got a point to prove?
You predict a round at this point.
Come
on, you're very accurate.
No, I am.
You've only been wrong once with me.
I am.
Once. With me and Jiggy Dave, you were wrong once.
You didn't give us there your what happens if it's unfortunately the other way there. You know, what do you make of this narrative where everybody talking about he's got to retire, he must retire?
All right, well,
I will.
I will. I'll retire. If I lose, I'll retire.
He's got to retire.
And again, y'all, I just wanted to put context on that. You see how he kind of jokingly said something about retiring. And again, it's what he said a little, and maybe I read into things a little bit too much, or I see things a little bit deeper than people. It's what he said after that to me. Like, listen to what he said. You know what I mean? After he spoke about,
what happens if it's unfortunately the other way there? You know, what do you make of this narrative where everybody talking about he's got to retire, he must retire?
All right, well,
I will.
I will. I'll retire. If I lose, I'll retire. Because it's just like, I don't want to, I'm not here to battle people. If people want me to retire, I'm not going to retire. I said it to you last time, innit? Yeah. I'm not gonna fight.
There'll always be fights for you, though.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not even the money, it's just like the comparing you. Yeah. I think that's what's important. If you've got that competitive spirit,
you want to be at the top.
Yeah, like what happens if you lose a game of Monopoly, you're going to give up at the next Christmas.
Do you feel like you've got a point?
And you see right there, for me, maybe I'm reading too much into that. Where did that come in that I didn't understand? Like, if you lose a game of Monopoly, do you give up? Bro, that's a game. That's a game with fake money. You get what I'm trying to say? That's a game with fake money. What are you talking about? How did you compare? Like, you was just talking about, yeah, I guess I will retire. I guess I will retire. He said a lot of stuff. I didn't understand some of that stuff he was saying in between that, but you get what I'm saying? He kind of laughed about it. It's not really a joking matter. He seemed like he in a good mood, which could be good for him, you know what I mean? A good headspace, but I didn't like how he alluded to a game of Monopoly when speaking about his career, and after he just previously mentioned retirement, and then you go from retirement to talking about a game of Monopoly and losing a game of Monopoly. Do you give up? Like, bro, what? I'm sorry, I got the Russell Westbrook on that one. Man, what? Like, what you talking about, AJ? Say that again one more time, AJ. Yeah, you actually got to be about that. Shouts to Mantra. Only train 10 fighters at a time, man. Salute to Ronnie Shields, man. Salute to Ronnie Shields. I like Ronnie Shields. Appreciate you, Lone Star. Y'all smash the like button on the way in. We're going to keep cooking, man. But again, maybe I'm reading a bit into that too much, but that's a little concerning when a guy makes reference to a game of Monopoly after just speaking about if you're gonna retire or not.
Maintain a standard, so next time I'm in camp,
we're gonna play the rest of this and we're trying not to stop.
Going to higher heights and a tougher fight will be presented.
Do you feel like you got a point to prove?
To predict a round at this point.
Come
on, you're very accurate.
No, I am.
You've only been wrong once for me.
I am.
Once. With me and Jiggy Dave, you were wrong once.
You didn't give us your what happens if it's unfortunately the other way there. You know, what do you make of this narrative where everybody talking about he's got to retire, he must retire?
All right, well,
what do you think about that?
I'll retire. If I lose, I'll retire. Because it's just like, I'm not here to battle people. If people want me to retire, I'm not retire. I said it to you last time, innit? Yeah. I'm not gonna fight.
There'll always be fights for you though.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not even the money, it's just like the competitor in you. I think that's what's important. If you've got that competitive spirit,
you want to be at the top.
Yeah, like what happens? If you lose a game of Monopoly, you're going to give up.
Do you feel like you've got a point to prove after this fight? Do you feel like you've got a point to prove? It's been titled A New Dawn. Do you think this is a new beginning, a new chapter in your career?
Yeah, each fight is a new chapter, I'll say. You know,
you're only ever 2 fights away from fighting.
I know one thing, not trying to be funny. I mean, every fight is a new chapter in a sense, but I know one thing. You done had about 3 4. You going on your 4th new chapter, I think, AJ. No disrespect, bro. You know what I mean? You lost to Andy Ruiz. You reinventing yourself there. You won against him. You get what I'm saying? You end up losing to Usyk. You reinvent yourself. You lose to Usyk again. And another chapter. Now here you go with you on about your 3rd, 4th chapter. I just want to be, just put that out there for conversation purposes, man. Grindhard Sports Nation, what's good with it, family? Franklin finna retire that boy. Hey, man, I say this, man. If he do lose, it's not going to be a good look for him. I'm going to say that right off the bat. It's damn sure not going to be a good look for him. You know what I mean? And I think that's where he's going to start questioning himself. And I think he might retire. You get what I'm saying? That would be 3 consecutive losses. You get what I'm saying? In a row. It's already bad enough. Back-to-back losses hit different, but let alone you losing 3 straight fights. You know what I mean? 2 different opponents, 3 fights in a row. Not going to be a good look. I just don't know if he's the kind of guy that want to stick around to lose more than a handful of fights. You get what I'm saying? That'd be his 4th loss. You get what I'm saying? I just don't know if this is a guy that wants to continue to constantly get beat and if he will be able to mentally deal with that. That'd be a lot of pressure. Like, they still look at him as a top dog. That's why I say he's in a very fortunate, blessed situation there. Like, not too many people could take losses and back-to-back losses like this and still be looked at as a top guy that people want to see. You see how all the cameras and microphones all in his face, like he's still a big deal is what I'm saying, despite the 3 losses. And the 3 losses shouldn't mean that it's the end for him. But I'm just saying mentally, from a mental aspect, I just don't know if he lose this fight again, will he still have that competitive spirit that he was just speaking about a second ago? You get what I'm saying? And that's just, it's real to think about that. You get what I'm saying? You ain't trying to lose and you supposed to win this fight. I know Jermaine Franklin is a real threat, and I hear salute the 503 line. He was cooking on this a little bit too, man. He said he hearing Jermaine Franklin got a 6-pack for make of that what you will. Now, I know muscles don't win fights, but it's not about the 6-pack and the muscles winning fights for me. It's about this dude having a longer training camp than he did for when he fought Dillian White. And if we seen that fight, if y'all seen that fight, he in my opinion, he beat Dillian White. You gonna get what I'm saying? Dillian White, they just gave it to Dillian White. And I hear he ain't have a full training camp with him. So I think it's reasonable to think that with this guy having a full training camp, he'd be a better version of himself the last time out. Now, I do think Joshua is a better fighter than Dillian White, and obviously he beat him when they fought, right? But you know what I mean? What version of Joshua are we about to get under Derrick James? It's going to be their first camp together. He got some questions to answer. Now, we know what Derrick James can do from a winning aspect, from a coaching standpoint. We know what he's capable of. But again, coaches can't fight for you, right? So whatever it is that they did work on, he's going to have to be able to implement that come fight night. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Some pure pressure from his fans, but AJ got to be all right. He's going to beat Franklin. Yeah, I got him beating Franklin too, Lone Star. I think he's going to find a way to beat this dude too. But I do think he will be tested in this fight. I do think he will be testing this fight. And the question for me is, how will he look? Like, will this be like a Dillian White type of performance? And what I mean by that, to me, Dillian White's biggest problem for me and why he won't become a heavyweight champion is because he don't create enough separation in his fights for me, Dillian White. Like, the rounds be too close. Even the rounds that he win, he don't dominate. You get what I'm saying? So he always kind of leave it up in the air. You get what I'm saying? So even when he get a knockout, he'll be getting, you know what I mean, touched up on his way to a knockout. So, you know what I mean? He was getting touched up against Jermaine Franklin. I feel like Franklin should have got that nod, but he didn't. So, again, D-Free, my bro, what's good with it, D-Free? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Like, you know, I think, you know, Jermaine Franklin going to be there to test this dude. And it's going to be very important for him to be in the best mental and physical shape possible to go out there and execute, say, game plan. Whatever game plan that him and Derek James cooking up, you know what I mean? He got to go out there and execute to the best of his ability. Like, I think it's important for him to not only win this fight, but win this fight impressively. Now, I'm not saying he has to get a knockout. I'm not saying he has to get a knockout, but I think he got to look impressive and somewhat dominant. I think if this fight is close, I think people going to still have questions. You know what I mean? They're going to have some questions about him. So, you know, it's going to be real important to see how he perform when he come out here, come fight night, man. Like, he can't afford a third loss in a row. He just can't afford that. I don't care if you AJ or not. You can't afford to just keep losing, bro.
For the world title, let's be honest.
Yeah, correct. That's what I mean. But every fight, every chapter is so important. Every chapter is so important.
Is it weird being one of the most scrutinized athletes on the planet? Like, everything you do is
not on
so
the planet.
scrutinized.
Not on the planet. Just around Watford and London.
But is it weird being so scrutinized?
But do you know what it is? It comes with the business. It comes with the territory. And I know that when I am retired, I'm gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be like, fuck everyone. I'm done.
In the UK,
because it's like, you lot put so much pressure on me. When I'm done, it's gonna be like the chains are gone. So I'm just gonna be laughing like I made it out. Like,
what's been the biggest pressure of this camp?
The biggest pressure
of this camp?
The consistency. Consistency.
Right.
It's very challenging. It's very like demanding. But it's all good. I feel blessed because I went out searching for this. I wanted someone who could push me, and I got it.
See, and that right there, y'all, that's what I appreciate about AJ. That right there is something that I give him credit for. And I, you know, I don't hear too many people speak on it. I said this before. I do get his dude the utmost credit and respect for always having a willingness to try to search for something that will possibly make him better as a fighter. And I think that's what he's been doing, a bit of soul searching with these trainers, especially with the last couple moves that he made. Like, I was surprised when he left Rob McCracken. I never thought he was going to leave that dude. I really didn't. I thought that he was going to be glued to the hip for the entirety of his career. But as it unfolded, you know what I mean? He took a loss. He went and searched for a new trainer. You know what I'm saying? He found Robert Garcia. He only gave Robert Garcia one training camp. I feel like he kind of pressed the panic button a little bit too fast on Robert Garcia. But at the same time, you going from Robert Garcia to a Derek James, that's not a bad thing, right? You know what I mean? I guess the biggest issue would be that this is only his first training camp and that y'all didn't have more time to work together. But, you know, as it stands, you're a professional. So whatever it is that y'all been working on with the time that you've been given, you got to find a way to make that work and be effective. Whatever game plan it is that y'all come up with. You get what I'm saying? So, and we know what kind of winning ways Derek James brings to the sport of boxing. We know what kind of teacher trainer he is, as I was speaking on, and we know he's one of the special ones. And the thing is, can AJ be special under the tutelage of Derek James? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. Can he be special on the night, or is he going to be pedestrian? You know what I mean? Is this going to be a back and forth fight and it's going to be close all the way to the end, or is AJ going to come out there and try to dominate this man and win impressively, if not stop him? You know what I'm saying? While looking impressive. So those are my questions for AJ. I guess that Derek James has been working on his inside game within close quarters. Jab is there. The right hook is there. Working on clinch moves to close range. He's definitely getting a KO. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, man. And again, you hear what he's saying, which is what's been the most challenging for him is the consistency. You get what I'm saying? The consistency is what's You know what I mean? The biggest challenge, and we already know, like I said, the kind of trainer Derrick James is. We see the kind of work, dog work that he got Frank Martin and Errol Spence putting in. So we could just imagine, you know what I mean? Him as a heavyweight, he demanding the same thing from him. He ain't demanding nothing less. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's cool that he's able to be honest with us in his interview and tell us like the most challenging part of training camp is the consistency. And he said it. This is what he searched for. He looked for somebody that could push him, and that's what he got, because that's what he asked for, and maybe that is what he need. You know what I mean? You got to think. Listen to the word that he used, right? And again, I always look a bit deeper than people do with these interviews. The key word for me was consistency, right? And we all know that AJ was able to do some things very well in the rematch. And the last time we seen him in the ring, what was the biggest issue in that fight? Being able to do those things consistently on a consistent basis. That what was lacking from the second Usyk fight. You get what I'm saying? The rematch, he was lacking consistency. He was able to do these things well in spots and show you that he obviously came to win, and he made some adjustments that kept him in the fight. But as it stood, that was the biggest issue, being able to finish the job and consistently put out, you know what I mean, output offensively that would get him to win. And as it stood, you know, he was doing very well all the way up into the ninth round when he shot his low, when I think he got Usyk a little bit hurt, and Usyk looked a little tired himself. But like I said, he was able to find the second win, and his gas tank a lot different than AJ. So that's where the separation came in for me. You get what I'm saying? It was Usyk just having more gas and being able to withstand, you know what I mean, that onslaught in that ninth round and come out with a good 10th, 11th, and 12th round. Them championship rounds count, man. They, you know, think they got a big impact on the judges and scoring and things like that. So he came out there strong, man. His character is already inviting, jovial and vicious. He's honest as well. So I'm sure Derrick is reminding him how to stay focused within chaos, be consistent, being consistent, like you're saying, right? All facts, Lone Star facts, man. And again, I think this Derrick James move could be a damn good move for him. It's just all how he played, you know what I'm saying? It's important for him to be able to, you know, whatever, you know, transition the things that they worked on from training camp in the gym to under them lights on fight night, April 1st, man. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Approach, you know, consistency to see if he make any improvements in any way, shape, or form. This is what I'm going to be looking for. You know what I mean? A consistent effort from Anthony Joshua. To see, like, how he paced himself. You know what I'm saying? What range is he fighting at? Is he going to be more of a body puncher under Derrick James? You get what I'm saying? I got a couple questions, man, because those are some things that can make the guy a bit more dangerous, man. If Joshua becomes a heavyweight that goes to the body real good, and make him a lot more dangerous. And if he can do the things he like to do well, which is be physically imposing and grind his guy down, get his guy out of there, you know what I mean? Maybe Derrick James has the right kind of teaching, and they've been working on the right kind of things that would reposition Joshua to get back to what made him who he was. And I always said this, he was the most dangerous to me, not only because he was undefeated, but he understood who he was. He understood who he was and when he needed to be who he was. You get what I'm saying? Like, he knew that he had to be physically imposing in these fights. He knew that he had to cut the ring, make the ring small, get up on your guy, and make him feel you in there. You get what I'm saying? And I think somewhere along the lines of maybe when the first Andy Ruiz fight happened, that's where the identity issues started to come in for me from me just watching from my perspective. That's what I seen. I started to see after you took that loss, you know what I mean? You tried to reinvent yourself. You came back doing a lot more boxing, you know what I mean, in the second Andy Ruiz fight, which got you that win. But that, again, that same train of thought didn't work. That wasn't going to work with Usyk. So, again, that's where the identity issues started to come in for me, and you started to see him struggle from that type of standpoint. You get what I'm saying? I hated the rematch with Usyk. I thought both men were complacent and going mid-tempo. Usyk looked very tired after that. No emotion, man. He did look tired, Lone Star. I think he was tired in that second fight. I think he definitely was more spent than he was in the first one. You get what I'm saying? Usyk got more dog in him than AJ, in my opinion. Right, man. He got more grit, like, you know what I mean? More bite down, Mike. You know what I mean? No slight to AJ, but he do. You know what I mean? And again, he was able to get it, tap into that reserve gas tank and get a second win and go for it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas AJ, he couldn't tap into his reserves and he was running on fumes for them championship rounds, and he wasn't able to perform offensively in a way that could win him those rounds. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I think that's where the fight slipped away from him after the ninth. You know what I'm saying? He did a valiant effort from Anthony Joshua. I didn't like the little mental breakdown I felt like he had after the fight. I felt like that was, I don't even know if this, it's out of character, out of place to do what he did. Like, you grabbed the mic and, you mean, you just threw somebody belts out the ring and then you go grab the mic. And like I said before, it's like he performed his own eulogy. Like, you sat up there, you was at a funeral or something, giving a damn speech. Like, you get what I'm saying about why you lost. And I don't think you had to do that. I think you took away from your effort by doing that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think you had to do that. You get what I'm saying? You were a bit emotional, and I think the last place he needed to be was on a microphone. You get what I'm saying? And the good thing about, I feel like for me with Derek James is, you know what you're getting in him, a teacher trainer, and you're not getting no yes man. You're not about to keep tapping you on your ass and telling you look great and everything. You're doing everything well if you're not. That's not going to be the case with him. And I think that's what he needed as well. He needed some truth, a reality check, and he needed somebody to push him, like he said, from a consistent standpoint, to elevate his game a bit more in that ring. You get what I'm saying? Because we all know he's able to do things in every fight that he's ever been in, win, lose, or draw. It's things that he's able to do well. The biggest issue, like I said, and he mentioned it, is consistency. Being able to do these things consistently to get the job done. Not just starting strong, but being able to finish his fight strong. You get what I'm saying? That's been a problem from him in the past. And if that's an area where he's able to kind of correct or get some straightening in that area, it makes him a bit more dangerous as the fight goes on. You get what I'm saying? And you ain't just looking at him as a dead man walking when he started approaching them championship rounds. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's real important for him. You know what I mean? The pace and things like that. And not, if you feel like you're not a 12-round fighter, let's make sure you're not fighting at a pace that's going to empty your tank before you get to the 12 rounds, if that makes sense. And I'm only going off what he said. He got up there, he grabbed that mic. He was very adamant about telling us he's an 18-stone fighter or whatever it is. He's not a 12-round fighter. Okay, cool. That's what you said, right? So with that being said, you got to make sure you fight in a way that doesn't deplete your gas tank before you reach the 12-round duration. You get what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. It's about understanding yourself now. You said that about yourself. That's you. That tells me you at least understand that your 12 rounds, you going to be tired before that. You know, you get what I'm saying? So you got to go in there and hurt your guy. So if that's the case, by the time you get to these championship rounds, you done put a hurting on your guy to the point where he ain't performing how he normally would, whether he tired or not. You get what I'm saying? You got to be more physically imposing earlier on in fights. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not a guy that can rely on your conditioning like a Benavidez to be your ace in the hole for the back end of the fight. It's the opposite for you. You get what I'm saying? So you got to go in there and handle business early. And you got to figure out a way, like I said, to make yourself more physically imposing a lot earlier on in fights. So when you get down the stretch, your guy ain't as fresh either. You get what I'm saying? Because you done put a hurting on him. BVO Boxing, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. Said, wow, just thought of it. All this all talk. I know why he went to Derek. AJ can't create openings. Go to the guy who teaches you to punch for openings. AJ needs to be stationary to set up. Right. I mean, that make a lot of sense, Steph. That make a lot of sense, bro. That make a lot of sense. The old George Foreman learned how to pace himself. You get what I'm saying, Mike? And again, that's just me trying to understand him and not be the guy that's just being overly critical of him, right? I just go off of something that I know he said in the past. Like, we all seen him when he grabbed that microphone and was saying all that stuff. And again, if that's you understanding yourself, that, I mean, you're not necessarily a 12-round fighter. Again, you got to put yourself in a better position earlier in the fight so you don't be such at risk of losing the fight in a later portion of the, you know what I mean? The back half of the fights. It's just what it is. It's not, I ain't gonna say it's easy or it's just that simple, but that's just what it is. damn sure got to find a way to conserve that gas tank. You can't keep putting yourself in situations where you tired and you can't perform, and the guy's just getting off on you because, you know what I mean, you spent. You know what I'm saying? That's just not gonna work, especially at no heavyweight division. That get dangerous, you know what I mean, because guys is punching. So fortunately for you, when you was tired in them championship rounds, Usyk ain't the biggest puncher, so you was able to withstand a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But if that's a bigger puncher, man, you can find yourself in a lot of trouble, bro. That's why Franklin might beat him. I'm telling you, grind hard. Listen, if he don't find a way to pace himself, bro, and you find yourself going rounds with this dude and he done took some shots and he don't look like he going, you can't afford to be tired again in this fight. It get risky. Franklin looked like he got a little pop on him, man. And again, he looked like he in some great shape, so that could only be more dangerous. He could only be a little more dangerous than he was the last time out. You get what I'm saying? He had more time to train from what I hear, which could only make him, like I said, that much more dangerous. So we're going to see. It is fight week for them. It is fight week. We're going to see how this unfold, man. Listen, I ain't rooting against AJ. He with Derek James. That's an extra reason for me to root for him. I like what Derek James is able to do with fighters. We all seen what he was able to do with Jermell Charlo. I think that he did wonders for Mel Charlo. You get what I'm saying? So, now, of course, they done had several fights since they first linked up, but we've seen what he was able to do nonetheless. And let's see what he's able. You know, I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic that he can get a pretty damn good performance out of AJ. AJ just got to trust in the process and believe that, and understand that you went to that guy for a reason. You get what I'm saying? You went to him for a reason. Back-to-back weekends with dudes with gas tank problems. Could the fans be right again? Right, Lone Star, we could be. Hey, one Hoop Zone, what's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Yeah, Lone Star, man, we could be, bro. We could be. We could be in a position where we see somebody gas tank come to bite him in the ass, man, and it'd be unfortunate if it's AJ, because again, he's in a situation where at least that, you know, Caleb Plant was coming off a win and only had lost once. You get what I'm saying? So in his case, you know, he done lost 3 times and he's coming off back-to-back losses. So another one, which will be 3 losses in a row for him, that'll be tough, man. It's going to be tough, man. So, again, he got to find a way to be better earlier in fights. You get what I'm saying? If your guy's still hanging around past midway in the fight with his gas tank intact and you on your way starting to blow fumes, you're going to be in trouble, bro. I'm telling you, I can see it happening if you're not smart. You get what I'm saying? You definitely got to be smart. So, again, I'm rooting for AJ, but I ain't rooting against Jermaine Franklin in a sense, if that makes sense. You dig what I'm saying? May the best man win. I don't have a dog in the race. I do just want to see a good fight, and I'm interested, like I said, to see what kind of changes, if any, that we're going to see with AJ under Derek James. And look, I understand it's been their first training camp, so I'm not looking for a reinvented guy. You get what I'm saying? We looking for a guy that, you know what I mean, is at least believing himself and his ability to go out there and get it done. YZ Foy said, at least we know Plant's a clean athlete. Absolutely, we know that, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. You smashed that like button for you, bro. Sub to the channel if you haven't. If you have, welcome to the family, fam. So I don't know, man. Makes sense, man. But right, I'm with you, Lone Star. I'm with you, bro. So again, I try to be optimistic for these fighters, you know, that they're going to find ways to, because I've seen guys find ways to navigate fights and go the distance with leaky gas tanks, right? But that's just lately, that just ain't been a good recipe for a win. That ain't been a winning formula as of late. Like, hey, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you find yourself tired in the back half of a fight after you get midway through the fight, about round 7 or 8, man, it starts to get ugly, man, because, you know, those next 4 rounds, they get crazy. You get what I'm saying? Them next 4 rounds get crazy for you. So that's one thing I do know right off the bat. I know Jermaine Franklin gave Dillian White a damn good fight, and a lot of people felt like he won on one of those people. I hear he didn't have a full camp. He got a full camp this time around. Here he in some of the best shape of his career. that could spell some issues for AJ. How much of an issue? We gonna find out. And again, I'm talking about this because it's fight week, and we know that fight right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? That fight will be right here. April 1st is right here. You know what I'm saying? Skywalker Boxing, my bro. Salute to you, Brody. Appreciate you pulling up. Busy ass day. It's all good. Don't work too hard over there, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. So again, it's gonna be important, man. AJ gonna have to he gonna have to come with it, man. He gonna have to come with it, and he gonna have to start early. I suspect it would be in his best interest to start rather fast than slow, is what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to say go out there and knock his head off from round one, but I am saying from round one, go out there and be the boss. You know what I'm saying? Make, you know what I mean? Fight with authority. Go out there and be physically imposing how you know how to be. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and make your presence felt from the opening bell is what I'm saying. And that don't mean you got to go for a knockout, but go out there and let that dude know he about to either have a long night or a short night. You get what I'm saying? So go out there, get his respect early. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, warm up and warm up fast. Matter of fact, make sure you loosened up in that back room, man, in the locker room. So when you come out, you're really ready to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where you ain't out there getting caught cold or nothing like that. Oh, if you're going to lose, man, the Rice fights took a lot out of him. Boris seems hungry with it. Yeah, man, I don't like the way he be not getting his head off the line and sitting stationary when he get hit. Lone Star, I don't like it. Ant, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you pulling up. Overaction or overstatement from AJ saying if he loses his fight, he's going to retire. Again, I tried to play it a little bit. I played it a little bit earlier. People saying Ramirez gonna kill DOGBOE. Nah, DOGBOE gonna come to fight for sure though. Once we forgot who he is, DOGBOE is gonna come to fight for sure, bro. But I'm leaning towards ROBEISY pulling that off for sure though. You know what I'm saying? I think it could low key turn out to be a war, especially with the way ROBEISY Ramirez has been fighting lately. And you know, DOGBOE, if you want to fight in the center ring, he gonna oblige you more times than not. So that could low key end up being a barn burner, as they call it. I know he will lose, but it ain't gonna be like that. Yeah, facts, Fate. He definitely ain't no sucker with it. LetsBuild, what's good, family? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna just trample through him, but you know what I mean, I do think that's a fight he's gonna win for sure. You know what I mean? DOGBOE been in some tough fights himself, you know what I'm saying? He's been in some rough ones. But that don't mean he finished, you know what I'm saying? He ain't finished, he still got something in the tank, but ROBEISY been on a little rampage lately, man. He been going after it in fights. And dude he ain't been friendly about it either, man. I must say. I mean, he been really going for it. So I expect him to do the same thing April 1st, man. We're gonna get us a good fight out of them. But I do believe ROBEISY is in position to be able to make some noise at 126. You know what I'm saying? He just gotta keep the pace up, man. Keep doing what he's doing. But again, I'm very aware of how his last couple fights went, and I know some people sleeping on the boxing skill because he's been more so trying to come forward and hurt his guy rather than show the boxing skill that we do know he got. So I'm expecting him to, you know what I mean? I'm expecting him to show a good, you know what I mean? Show, you know, go in his bag a bit more for this fight. I expect that. You know what I mean? Maybe DOGBOE gonna force that up out of him because that's what I want to see. I don't want to see him get too complacent with trying to get guys out of there walking forward with your hands down and, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I want to see him stay focused and not become complacent because at his best, I think ROBEISY is a dangerous fighter, a good fighter to watch too. Good fighter to watch. BC, what's good with it, my bro? Fast and grinding. All right, man. Appreciate you, BC. Don't work too hard over there. So, yeah, man, I expect Isaac DOGBOE and ROBEISY Ramirez to deliver. That's going to be a fun fight to watch. Let's see how much Isaac DOGBOE want this win. Let's see what his approach is, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he had a couple fights that took some stuff up out of him too. So let's see what he got left, how much tread he got left on the tire. Ramirez versus DOGBOE fight, you think he should fight for Ramirez if he wants to prove that Cuban style is not born, over reliance on the amateur style. Right. That's what he's been doing, and so he's been doing that, I think, in an effort to be more aggressive, like you're saying, just more aggressive and come forward and hurt his guy. And it's been working for him. He's been getting knockouts. But again, you don't want to become complacent just walking in like that and trying it that way. You want to continue to take your skill with you in every fight. You don't want to just abandon that and get comfortable, you know, just abandoning your skill in an effort to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So we understand you want to be exciting and things like that, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Ain't nothing wrong with being exciting, but you want to be smart while you being exciting. You want to take your skill with you. Simple. You want to make sure you still go in your bag, whether they force you to or not. You want to be able to show that you have more than just you coming forward and trying to get guys out of there, which I know he is. You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, I expect to see him go in his bag a bit more for this fight. Let's see what Isaac DOGBOE approach would be. You know what I'm saying? I definitely know he ain't no run-of-the-mill fight. He ain't no walk in the park for nobody, right? But let's see. Let's see what kind of fight this turned into. Like I said, man, I wouldn't be surprised if it turned into a war. But I do expect Ramirez at some point to utilize some boxing. So we're going to see, man. And salute to AJ and Jermaine Franklin getting this fight done. I think it'll be a good fight, man. AJ just gotta show that he still won it and that he, from a mental aspect, from a mental point, he still know who he is in that ring. Yeah, Diego Pacheco ranked in super middleweight division. I don't know. I don't really be ranking fighters, but I'll say this: he's just one of those up and coming young fighters that he one of them young up and coming fighters that you need to keep your eye on. He's constantly improving and getting better. He got that height, that reach, man. He's dangerous, man. Diego Pacheco is a smart young fighter. And I see him improving. I seen the attention to detail on defense in his last fight. I know a lot of people criticizing for the defense, but I ain't see him get hit a lot in that last fight. And he got the job done, got the knockout, and he looked impressive doing it. So I don't know really where to rank him because, you know, rankings, you know, I don't really care for rankings, being that I know how some of them get put together. Like they don't base it off who really supposed to be where they're supposed to be, right? So I don't care about the rankings, but I definitely know he one of the young prospects about to work himself into a contender space more so. You know what I'm saying? He approaching that contender space, I would say. So he, you know what I mean, give him some more seasoning and I mean, let him go for it. But as it stands, I think you need to get a few more fights under his belt, and then I think he'd be ready, man, to go for it. Young dude got some talent, some skill. I mean, he know how to use his height and reach. He know how to use his physical gifts. So I like Diego Pacheco. He goes to the body well. Like I said, you always want to see if a fighter is improving. And one thing that he always got criticized for was his lack of defense. You know what I mean? Or his lack of attention to detail defensively. You know what I mean? Defensively irresponsible a bit at times, leaving himself open after he throws shots. So I feel like he's improved a bit, man. I like Pacheco. I like him. Just after the fight with Ramos, I'm thinking of a smart decision with Joey Spencer, possibly move down permanently at 147. I don't know if Joey Spencer can make 47, bro. And that's the first time I've seen him look so out of place against Jesus Ramos. I hear it was around 170 on fight night. That's damn near light heavyweight. That's a big kid, man. So I just think he was outgunned in every way in that fight. He just was outgunned. He was not equipped with the necessary tools to be able to beat Jesus Ramos. It got bad. You know, it got bad, and it got real bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Not bad, y'all. My bad. Who would say has the lead for training through the first 3 months of 2023? You know what? I like you know who trainer I like, L-Dub? I like Regis trainer, man, because he got, if I'm not mistaken, he got Regis and Oshaki Foster. And the reason I say him because I think he slept on a little bit, and he got 2 champions. I mean, Regis became a 2-time world champion. You know, O'Shaquie Foster just snatched up a belt, beating up Ray Vargas. I think Regis trainer is up there for sure. I know the obvious pick would be like a Derrick James. He just continued to be great whenever he have a fight, right? But I think Regis trainer, man, could make a pretty good case, bro. I mean, the lack of defensive responsibility for Diego Pacheco is more about the lack of maturity in the ring. I think once his maturity improves in the ring, defensive responsibility will improve it. Yeah, that's true too. That's fair, but I think it improved a bit in his last fight because I seen some head movement. I seen a willingness to get the head off the line a bit. You know what I'm saying? I seen him moving the feet some. You know what I'm saying? I seen him doing a few things in there defensively that he don't normally do in fights. So I see some subtle improvements. I ain't saying there's leaps and bounds, but there's subtle, and that's all you want to do. You want your fighter to make improvements, real improvements from fight to fight. You know what I mean? So I think that's where the space Pacheco in. So I like him. I like where he at right now, man. I'm gonna keep an eye on him for sure because I think he one of those ones, man. Dog Baseball Tank, facts, Fate. I'm gonna play the clip from Dog Bay too, man. I'm gonna play that clip. I'm gonna play the little joint from Dog Bay. Dudes went to war, probably. I'm telling you, I got Jose Benavidez Sr., Benavidez, and Pacheco. I lost a controversial fight. Right, L-Dub. I could rock with that, bro. I could rock with that because Benavidez won a meaningful fight. And Rayo, my feelings towards that Rayo fight, watching it live, I felt like Rayo won that fight too. Like they took that from him, but right, he got Pacheco too. Right. That's another good pick for sure. That's a good pick. I didn't think about that. But yeah, I said Regis trainer because he got both Regis and O'Shaquie. So, you know what I mean? He got 2 guys that, you know what I mean, one became 2-time world champion and one of them just snatched up a belt. Another weight class. I think he, make a good case too. Kirk Douglas was good. What he say? He be running out of gas. Dog Bay. I saw that earlier. I like that guy. Right, Queen, you seen it. Did you catch it? I'm going to play it for y'all, man. Let me see. It's not that long. Because, I always like to play these interviews and clips for the people. Y'all smash that like button for you, bro. We're going to cook for a little while longer. Y'all know it. Boss is skilled for real, right? He is, man. He one of them ones. Dude, crazy. Jesus Ramos is basically the same size as Benavidez. Right, he is. Jesus Ramos, biggest head. Real quick, though, one fight I would want to see, though. Now, after seeing Jesus Ramos against Joey Spencer and how big he looked, like I would want to see him against Fundora. I most certainly want to see Jesus Ramos and Sebastian Fundora. I swear I do. Man, I'd pay to see that. I'd pay to see that fight. Man, I'd pay to see that. But right, he do got a tendency to run out of gas, right? And Foster is that guy. Decides to go to lightweight. Absolutely, he do. But man, yeah, he's a big dude. But this Isaac Dog Bay, y'all, we're going to play this. It's like 10 minutes or so. Y'all, salute to the fan. Let me go grab something to drink real quick. We're going to get into
title again, this time at featherweight. April 1st on ESPN against Robeizy.
Then I'm going to play this clip from Regis, man. We're going to get into Regis getting on Jose Ramirez net.
Hey, listen, Isaac DOGBOE returns. Isaac DOGBOE returns.
Now, in this fight, man, we know your style over the years. It has changed a little bit with Barry Hunter. But in this fight, do you have to cut the distance as much as possible? Pressure. Is that what we can expect from you in this fight?
We are looking to adapting, because Ramirez has a tendency of wanting to stand there to trade. So, I love that. I love that kind of fight. So we'll see. We'll see how that pans out for him. Because for me, I am being more or less being sort of nurtured to calming down from that style of fighting, So if I see that majority of his fights is really been a constant, or should I say a repetitive sort of fighting style. that he is trying to adapt. I mean, coming from the transitioning from the amateurs. So for us, whichever style that he comes out with, you know, our job is to adapt to it and neutralize it.
Yeah, he made a good point, man. If y'all remember Isaac DOGBOE early in his career, he fought real aggressive, especially before he lost, especially before he ever took that loss. He was like fighting off that young bravado type energy. You know what I mean? Like he had something to prove getting into every fight. You know what I mean? Going balls to the wall. Now that's cool while it's working until it don't. And that's kind of what happened with him when he took his first loss. You know what I'm saying? Being hyped up like that, trying to be overly aggressive, it kind of at first it backfired against him in his first loss. You know what I'm saying? And I think since then, you know, he's matured a bit, and I think now Isaac DOGBOE's approach is not just let's go balls to the wall. It's kind of let's be more relaxed. Let's take your time in there. Let's you know what I mean, set some stuff up, pick your shots. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he still is who he is to a certain degree. So I think there will be moments, especially for, you know, him when ROBEISY try to, you know, really force the action and make him fight. And, you know, DOGBOE, you know, his MO is to fight back. He ain't known to cur out. You get what I'm saying? So he's going to try to fight back. No doubt, make no doubt about it. He's going to fight. Man, the other way is looking tough now. Ramirez versus DOGBOE, Lab versus Wood, Figueroa and Max Ray Vargas coming to 26, Ford versus Magdaleno. You get what I'm saying, bro? All this, I'm telling you, man, you just said it, bro. You just said it, man. Salute the boxing, man. Y'all go sub to the bro if y'all haven't, man. Another one of the dope content creators with authentic content that y'all would appreciate for sure. So salute to everybody in the building and salute to anybody that subs up to the bro, man. Much love and appreciation. We're going to keep playing this, but you all facts, man. Featherweight, like boxing just continue to get better. And I think the quality within each of the weight classes is starting to get better as well. And it's just improving the sport. It makes for a lot of entertaining, interesting matchups and fights to be made. William, old school, salute, brother. What's going on with you? Josh, my bro, how you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. We're going to finish playing this.
He loves that left hand. I mean, that's I know you can't tell us too much, but what do you think of that left? Is that the key to winning this fight? Is neutralizing that left hand? And what do you got to do to neutralize it?
Hit him hard.
Edgar Chavez, salute, bro. New Jersey in the building.
I think everybody's sort of like I really haven't seen him really been hit, you know. So we have to also tag him, you know, as much as he can hit. We have to also find out if he can also take it. I've been there. I can dish it out and I can take it too. So let's see how best he can also, you know, deal with that.
And Isaac, I hope I still got you, Isaac. There we go. Because it looks like you're driving through a part where the Wi-Fi gets a little rough. Yeah. But, you know, you're on paper, you know, at the betting, you're a big underdog, but you were a big underdog when you fought Magdaleno.
I know. I know. I mean, look.
This ain't Magdaleno, though.
You know, there's a saying
this ain't Magdaleno.
That says that where
ROBEISY gonna try to ROBEISY gonna push the issue, man.
Where there is darkness or where there's no light,
you know it, Josh. We gonna get into it because he got on Ramirez helmet.
There's no on me whatsoever. He is being groomed to be like the poster boy, just as Magdaleno was being groomed to be the poster boy. And then you know, as we talked about God's special grace, we came and disrupted the party. So right now, I'm really looking forward to the fight, you know, to see how he's going to have to deal with my style, you know, because already I am a bit more familiar with, you know, with the southpaw style and you know, being in this game for quite some time. But like I said, it's all about being able to adapt as a fight, as the rounds go on.
Yeah, it's interesting that he say that. You know, you're gonna see how he gonna adapt to your style. I think the same gonna be said in the other way around. And again, it's gonna be interesting to see what ROBEISY Ramirez's approach will be come fight night, because again, you just listening to this, he's expecting him, and he's even basically called this, like, his last few fights repetitive. Like he said, the way he fighting is repetitive. So he's just expecting ROBEISY probably in his head to just come forward and be physically imposing how he's been in his fights, you know what I mean, and trying to get his guys out of there. But like I said, it's going to be fun to see if ROBEISY decides to really go in his bag and show, you know, Isaac DOGBOE that he can box with him and fight with him. You get what I'm saying? Not just go in there and try to fight and knock him out. You get what I'm saying? Really go in there and execute a game plan, a damn good game plan, and show your boxing, show why you one of the dangerous guys at 126. It ain't just because you're a come forward Cuban guy that likes to hurt your guy. You got boxing skill. You got an actual bag. You got an arsenal that you need to show people and make you. It's some people you got to remind that you really could fight. Like, people see you getting in there and knocking guys out, but they criticizing your approach as to how you getting your job done when you're doing it. So I happen to know that the dude can fight. I don't know, some people might have forgot, but ROBEISY Ramirez can box as well as be physically imposing on that front foot. So it's going to be interesting and entertaining to see what his approach is, and, you know, which ROBEISY we see. Are we going to see him being skillful and showing them skills, or are we going to see a mixture of the two, him doing that as well as being aggressive coming forward? Magdaleno dropped DOGBOE in the first round of their fight. DOGBOE bounced back to stop him. That was a goodie. Absolutely, DOGBOE is resilient, and he got plenty of heart, man. He got the biggest of hearts. He ain't got no quit in him. So I think this is going to be a good fight. It's going to be a damn good fight, but I want to see what their approach is of ROBEISY. That's the big thing for me. I know how DOGBOE going to approach it with him having a couple losses and things like that. He going to be real smart about it, and he going to be strategic. He going to try to go about his business in a strategic manner. You know what I'm saying? The question for me is ROBEISY for real. It's like, how you going to approach this fighter? You just going to come in there and try to, blast him out, or are you going to go in there and show that dude you can box with him and then get him out of there? You get what I'm saying? So I just want to see it. I want to see it unfold with BC, a different breed. Goldman and Maggie, not the same. Yeah. Him and Maggie, not the same. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Man, he the good. Sean Clark, my bro. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, Sean? What's good with it, bro? Yeah, but yeah, man. So this is gonna be a fun fight, man. For real. And this is another good one. Like, again, this is, I think 2023 is the year of good fights, man. Good fights and good cards too. You know what I'm saying? And I think, man, when you look at it, 2023 could be the year of the big fight. Yeah, I remember I said that 2023 could end up being the year of the big fights, because we've had some meaningful fights, and I think we're going to continue to get some meaningful fights. Like I said, HANEY and Loma, that's going to be what it's going to be. That's a big fight. That's a legacy fight for that man. You know what I'm saying? You got Tank and Ryan is a big fight for boxing, whether people want to say it or not. I think it attracts not only the casual, but when you're a Tank fan, I think he got both casual and diehards, man. You just got some big fights being made. The rumblings about the negotiations about the fight that we were supposed to get last year being a possibility is crazy. So just got David Benavidez and Plant. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of good boxing happening, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button, and we're going to keep getting to this.
And Isaac, coming from Ghana, you're another Ghanaian warrior. And again, Barry's made some adjustments, but you came over, became champion with that Ghana style. Hands up, come to the guy, and explosive, very explosive. What is it? Ike Quarte, yourself, Azuma Nelson, what is it? Why do you guys fight like that coming from Ghana?
I wouldn't say it's a Ghana style. It's just my way. It's just my way of fighting. I can adapt. I can actually box. Funny enough, but over the years, when I kept on stopping people, then it was more or less like, okay, now let us, you forget about boxing a little bit, because stopping people, you tend to understand that, okay, the Americans, they love knockouts. They love it when you stop people. So I would just keep my hands up and just go and knock this person out.
Black
so
Diamond
it was
TV,
more or less like
Queen.
something that you
Appreciate you
become
stopping
used
through.
to,
How you feeling?
after a while, until, I lost. and everything kind of like changed. And you know, I came to Barry Hunter and Patrice, and they were like, "Look, listen, son, you can't always want to go into a fight thinking that you're gonna knock somebody out. You know, you have to think boxing, and when the knockout presents itself, you go out and you take, and then you know you take the person out. You have to like, you know, like be about boxing, not just going in to knock someone out. You know, so it's just the way it is. But in my last few fights, you know, there's been some instances where I was actually, you know, boxing rather than just fighting, you know. So I guess now I'm more or less like, okay, I'm finding the balance between having to switch from boxing to fighting and then from fighting to boxing.
On yourself not being willing to fight when you need to fight because you in there talking about boxing, bro. Because I think, like I said, ROBEISY got an arsenal, in my opinion. He got a bag that he could go in, and he can force you to do both, box and fight. And I hope he used this opportunity to show both. You know what I mean? Utilize this opportunity to show his skill set and what he really could do in there. Like, we know you could be aggressive, come forward and get guys out of there. We know you a sniper with that left hand, right? Know what I mean? Southpaw at that. We know these things, right? But you need to remind these people that you still can box, and you just as much of a threat with your boxing as you are coming forward, even more so with your boxing than you are coming forward. Because when you boxing, you're using that brain and setting things up and making it look a lot better in there. So I'm expecting this dude to really go in there and show that he has a bag of tricks that he can go into. You know what I mean? You don't need to go out there and prove that you can knock this dude out. Go out there and prove that you can outbox him, look good doing it, and then knock him out. You know what I'm saying? That's how you go take care of that business. Salute to my bro Sean, putting that color in the chat. Much love and appreciation, man. 23 definitely looking better than 22. Right. Plant Benavidez, Tank Garcia, Haney Loma, and maybe a little fight at the end of the year. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, Sean? I'm right there with you, bro. And I know throughout the year, it's going to be some other solid fights that we're going to get some fillers and things like that. And more opportunities as time go on going to present themselves for other big fights as well. So I'm definitely looking ahead, and I'm very optimistic. This has been a good year of boxing for me, and I've just been enjoying it, and I'm going to continue to enjoy it because they continue to deliver fights that make sense, that's meaningful, and should be entertaining. But salute to my bro. Much love and appreciation.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my bro Sean. Much love, bro. And Jones, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. What's good with it, bro? Fury, Usyk, and Winner when the Saudis originally planned it. Yeah, man, that fight, as time goes on, bro, it just seemed like Tyson Fury just not in a rush to make that fight at all. You know what I'm saying? I think he played with a lot of time, a lot of people's time, and I just don't know what that means for an undisputed fight, especially this year. I just don't know. With the way he carrying it, you just don't know. But I did hear some rumblings about Usyk and another potential heavyweight that would damn sure be worth money if we see it. You know what I'm saying? If it was to come to fruition. So I'm hopeful that this fight that I heard about with Usyk and a certain other fighter, I hope they do find a way to work that out behind the scenes and just come out of nowhere and announce it. I think that'd be big for boxing, and it'd be an exciting fight. Just know that. So I hope they do work it out because, like I said, I just don't understand why Fury would, waste that opportunity like this to fight for undisputed. I don't understand them. So, but we're gonna finish playing this. It ain't too much longer, y'all.
It's just about having the best of both worlds, really and truly.
You know, and being the smaller guy, even back at 122 and definitely at 126, being the smaller guy, how much is you having the bigger heart matter in you overcoming these bigger guys? And is that going to be the difference between you and Ramirez? We know Ramirez has heart, but are you going to have that much more heart than him? And that'll be the difference in the fight.
Listen, when you talk about heart, you have to look about my 2 losses to Navarrete. You know, I believe that God has placed something within me that nobody can take away from me.
Right.
You know, I may not be as talented as other fighters, but at the end of the day, by God's special grace, we get the job done. You know, and that's what's most important. And like I said, we are already, you know, each day is a victory day for us. We're already on the verge. It's just, you know, we're just waiting for April 1st to just get into the ring, because we know that God is going to grant us that victory on the day.
And Isaac, I just want to ask you before you get out of here, brother.
Salute to the
you've
OG.
trained
How
alongside
you
Tank Davis. I've seen you in the mountains here in Vegas, Mount Charleston, training alongside him.
There you go. This is where he said this about.
You know,
Tank.
what do you think? What's he like up close? As how good of a fighter is he that you've seen? And is he going to beat Garcia in his big fight next month?
You know, no, Tank is really good. He's really talented. I mean, you
got
can tell
bro.
by his achievements. You can't take nothing away from him. And he's actually nicer than people make him out to be. You know, he's not. You know, he's when you get close to him, he's actually a nice guy. He's cool. You know, there are instances where he'd be like, you know, I mean, when we spar, he'd be like, after a while, when he gets to know you, it's different. You know, but when they don't, you might think that he's an asshole, but it's not really like that, you know. But
for what it's worth.
Speaking on boxing terms, between him and Garcia, I think it's gonna be a great fight. You know, I really do believe it's gonna be a great fight. But
it will.
Listen, Tank is hard. You know,
hardest guy you ever sparred with? Hardest puncher you ever sparred with?
I would say he's one of the hardest guys, you know, hardest punching fighters I've ever sparred with. You know, I've sparred with some people who were heavier than I am, like way heavier than I am, like middleweight and that. And I can tell you that he hits harder than some of these middleweights. If I'm honest with you.
Yeah, that.
I'm like way heavier than I am, like middleweight and that. And I can tell you that he hits harder than some of these middleweights.
Saying that man Tank hitting harder than middleweights, man. So, Mr. Mechanical was good with
I
it.
think it's gonna be a great fight. It's about who
you
is
stopping
first.
through.
Yeah. And I also do believe that looking at on paper, right? Tank has fought. His caliber of opponents have been, you know, is different compared to Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but oh yeah, Isaac, go ahead. I thought.
So that's also going to play a huge advantage in his favor.
Well, Isaac, thank you, my man. You're always in great fights. You weigh 126 pounds. I think your heart weighs about 112.
Interview, man.
So
again, this is a fight that's coming up. Isaac DOGBOE and ROBEISY Ramirez. I wish ROBEISY spoke English so I could listen to his interviews, but he don't speak no English. So you know what I mean? But this is a fight that's worth watching, y'all. I don't know. People talking about it a lot, but it's definitely one. If you're a boxing fan, you definitely tune in to this Isaac DOGBOE and ROBEISY Ramirez. It'll definitely be a good fight. And you got some other guys on that card as well that's going to deliver as well. So it's fight week. You know, you got AJ and Jermaine Franklin, and you got Isaac DOGBOE on another card with going that ROBEISY Ramirez. Now, like I said, I think both dudes are game. I think Isaac DOGBOE is a tough fighter. He's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He took a couple tough losses. You know what I mean? In Navarrete, but he bounced back a little bit. So, and he ain't got no quit in him. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get him out of there, you're gonna have to beat him down. So, you know what I mean? But which ROBEISY Ramirez won't have no problem doing, y'all, if need be. He won't have no problem putting hands on bro if he need to. But salute to him, though. Salute to him. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button for me. We're going to get into a couple more things before we get out of here. Yeah, I see I got this little short clip up here on the screen. And this was from Regis Prograis. And I told y'all whenever anything go on. Like I noticed, like a lot of times they be putting stuff on Twitter or in their stories, and he pretty much called Jose Ramirez out for ducking and making it seem like, you know, his team made it seem like he ducked them when we all know that this dude turned down, you know, an opportunity to fight them because he said he didn't want to fight for 600K. You know what I'm saying? We all know he said that. Ashley's Corner, what's good, cuzzo? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Hey, a little busy this morning. It's all good. Don't work too hard. I know how I be. Appreciate you stopping through, cuzzo. We're going to keep chopping up for a little bit. We on this Regis and Jose Ramirez situation, and Regis is pretty much straight up calling Jose Ramirez out and his team for lying, making it seem like he was the duck, like he turned down the fight. And remember, they went on to say after he stopped Richard Comey, they went on to say, if Regis is ready to do business this time, if he's serious this time, we can sit down and make a fight. When we know damn well that Regis was ready to make the fight way before, when it was Mr. Smartass, Mr. Businessman, that wanted to come talking about, you know, percentage and purse bids and complaining about his percentage and trying to get the champion to agree to a 50-50 split when he don't deserve 50-50. So to me, that was a flat out duck. He tried to be smart with it. He tried to be slick with it. He tried to use the business of boxing to avoid fighting Regis, which is what he did. And he thought he was slick doing that. But if you're paying attention to the situation, it's pretty easy to see that that's what he was doing. And I hate to put jackets on people and call them ducks, but I'm going to just say you didn't want that Regis smoke because you had an opportunity to take it. And again, you went right into complaining about your split and purse bids and trying to get them to accept a bigger portion of a bigger pie, whatever little business model that you was trying to apply to this situation that didn't make sense, which is why the fight didn't happen. And then we all know you went on to take a, no disrespect to Comey, you know, he's shot warm, man. You went on to beat a guy that is probably on the back end of his career, respectfully. So that's what it looked like. It looked like you wanted a fight you could win. Looked like you wanted a tune-up type fight or something like that. I mean, look, Richard Comey is tough, like I said, but he's shot warm. And if you don't believe me, just look at the fight now and look. He did get some things off on you know, Jose Ramirez in there. He did land some real good shots of his own and touched him up a bit. But, you know, anytime you see a guy that's tough in game as Richard Comey be, and he get hit with a body shot and you see him go down and he stay down, like he like shook his head no, and his eyes was clear, everything. He just didn't want to try to get up. He could have gotten up. He just didn't want to. He essentially quit. Like people probably not saying that because they don't want to go there because he tough. But the fact, like, you're not going to tell me you couldn't stand up. You just didn't want no more. You shook your head no, and you took the 10 count willingly on your knee. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like you was flat on your back and all out of it. You concussed. He wasn't that. You got hit to the body real good. You took it was like a delayed reaction, I believe. Took that knee, and then you accepted your fate. You didn't try to beat the count. You just stood there and accepted it, which told me that you're not the guy that you once used to be, because Richard Comey of old, or of the younger version of yourself, would have got up from that shot and would have kept fighting. They would have had to save you from yourself. And that's the difference in the Richard Comey we see now and the one that we used to see pre-Teofimo, even after the Teofimo. Like, look at the way he made Lomachenko beat his ass. He ain't quit. You get what I'm saying? But even that, I think that Lomachenko fight, he ain't get stopped, but he pretty much could have. If Lomachenko wouldn't have been, you know, like kind of showboating a little bit, then I think he would have got the stoppage. But, you know what I mean, he started showboating a little bit and asking for his corner to stop it instead of just getting his work done. And I think he kind of let his man off the hook a little bit, you know what I mean, essentially playing with his food, being too arrogant in there. And as a result, he didn't get the knockout. But that fight still took a ton out of Richard Comey. And since then, he's definitely been looking like less of himself. You see what I'm saying? He went there with Jose Pedraza. They went back and forth tooth and nail. It was a draw. You know what I'm saying? And that told me something. And then you went out there and you got stopped by Jose Ramirez. It's just you toward the back end of your career. And Jose Ramirez, you didn't want to fight Regis. And I'm going to play this clip for y'all. Zoom, what's good with it, bro? Peace and blessings to you, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. DOGBOE he is a small dude. Good thing for him, or I'm thinking ROBEISY too much bigger than him. We're going to get into this clip. It's not long at all. It's like 50-something seconds, like a minute or so. Not even. I mean, Regis be getting straight to the point, and he said the things that need to be said, straight like that. In that fight the other night, Comey was hesitating to let his hands go. He's never done before. You get what I'm saying, Will? Second guessing himself in his own head, overthinking his situation and not just executing. That's when you know if becoming gun shy. And we never thought, like, that's something that don't describe a Richard Commey. When you think of Richard Commey, you damn sure don't think of a guy that's gun shy and hesitant to throw his hands. He getting there and scrap. So the fact that he's that and he's not willing to take that same punishment, and I don't blame him. He just not for it no more. He willingly took that knee, and I ain't saying he didn't get hit with no hard shot, but he could have gotten up. He would have got hurt more, but maybe it was smart for him to stay down, but he still that's kind of quick. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't forced. You just accepted your fate. Like, yeah, it's cool. Nah, shook your head like I ain't getting up. There's a reason to celebrate. Nicole may win. Nah, he don't. He don't. No reason at all, especially when we know that you could have had smoke with Regis. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Right, Mr. Mechanical. You know what it was. And he better have got more than 600K too, bro. He better got more than 600K. What was the purse for that fight? And I don't count nobody money. The only reason I want to know what his purse was for this fight, because he was whining about 600K. I want to know he better got paid considerably more than what he got paid. You know what I mean? What he would have got paid for Regis. He better got paid a bag for this fight. Cole may just take fights for money now. Yeah, it's like he tries Ash, but he ain't got that same warrior spirit in him. Like, it's been beat out of him a little bit. You know what I mean? He shot Warren respectfully. I like Richard Commey, but he just, you know what I mean? From the T.O. fight to the Loma fight, like he had some tough fights. The Pedraza fights just get tough. Yeah, he got some real skill. Jose, salute to Jose Diaz. Appreciate you pulling up too, bro. I mean, Top Rank Gabe Rosati stays with the fight every time you turn around. Now, facts, Mr. Mechanical, we keep a fight, bro. Bro, keep a fight, man. He keep one. He wasn't in pain like we see from them body shots. You get what I'm saying, Mike? He just accepted his fate. Like, I think I'm a chill down here. I'm cool. He was pocket watching, but I'm pocket watching. Yeah, I need to see. I need to see this fate. I need to see, because we know 600K is what he was saying he won't fight for. So all I want to know is that you get way more. Now, you better got way more than 600K to fight Commey. That's all I'm saying. Or that's definitely like you showing that you didn't want no smoke at all. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, they probably don't care as long as they get the money. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, right, man. So I like Richard Commey. He's tough, but he's just not that same guy because he shot more. Like, and boxing take a toll. Like, he's only getting older, and the fights to me for him are getting tougher. And that's a sign of, like, you on your way out. The fights are continuing to get tougher. You getting into draws with guys that you probably should beat, especially if you still have something up in you. So and like Will said, he was hesitating. He just don't pull the trigger like he once did. His name ain't even that known anymore, to be honest. Nah, man, he's just been getting chin checked. But let's see what the Rougarou had to say, y'all.
All right, so I'm on my Stepmaster, right? Doing a little workout. So, I get on YouTube and I see Ramirez at the press conference. And he said that Rick Morrigan, his manager, said that Ramirez stepped up to fight me, but I turned the fight down. Bruh, he said no, right? Ramirez literally, he said no, he's not going to fight me. Look at the interview with Mark Kriegel. He said no. He said, I'm not going to fight for 600,000. Come on, bro. Look, get y'all lives straight. Y'all got to get y'all lives straight, bro. Y'all fumbling over y'all words. Y'all going back and forth. The shit ain't adding up. You ducked, and it's good. It's a good. I'm not gonna lie. If I was your manager, I would duck me too, because you look like shit against Coleman. You stopped him, but come on, bro. Who is Coleman? No, not shit on Coleman, but who is Coleman? So come on, bro. He ducked. Y'all know the fuck. Y'all know he ducked me.
I love Regis energy. Y'all about to piss the Rougarou back off. Telling you, Jose Ramirez, after what I just seen Saturday night against Commey, I got the Rougarou stopping you, bro. Just like I had before I seen that fight, I definitely got him stopping you. Definitely got Regis stopping this dude. 100%, bro. 100%, bro. Revenue sales, Commey, 350K, 35. Oh, 1 mil. Okay. Bet. I'll give him a pass. He got that milli, Mr. Mechanical. I'll give him a slight pass for that. I mean, Pedraza with the distance. Yeah, he went the distance with Pedraza, right? And it was a draw. You know what I mean? So for the title, Ramirez needs to stop it. He knew the ace. Yeah, man. He wasn't the A-side Ash. That's why I'm saying, like, kudos to him for trying to learn like some more of the business of boxing. But like Stormy B man be saying, let me borrow from the OG, man. F+, man. F+ for trying to apply that business model to that situation where it didn't apply. Why would he take less money and he the champion? Why would he take less money because you not cool with your split? Like, what he look like? Why? What would separate him being the champion and you being the challenger if y'all getting the same money? Why would y'all get the same money? Why would he be cool with that? So in order for you to get the same money, he got to take less and he the champion. Why in the hell would he do that? Because I'm pretty sure if the shoe was on the other foot, Jose, you wouldn't take less money to make sure somebody else got paid. Like, you bogus, bro. You ain't want to fight. You ain't want to fight. It's cool. You ain't want to fight, though. You ain't want to fight. Barboza, man, he said he laughed. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't want to fight, bro. He did not want to fight, bro. He did not want to fight, man. Only Matias can beat Regis. Roger was good. I got Regis stopping Matias, too. You know what I'm saying? I got Regis stopping Matias. He said early within 6 round time. I got him beating Subriel Matias up. Reason why that man is too inexperienced for Regis. Regis gonna tighten his ass up. I'm trying to tell you. You think Petros Ananian was tough? Regis Prograis are 3 times better than that guy. You know what I'm saying? 2 to 3 times better than that dude. Regis keep calm. He's trying his best. They lucky he all tired because he would have been going on. Right. Right. He literally had to do, yeah, man. He literally had to do this on a Stairmaster, you know what I'm saying, to avoid snapping on y'all folks, man. What you say, Regis? Talk to us, man. All
right, so I'm on my Stairmaster, right? Doing a little workout. So, you know, I get on YouTube and I see Ramirez at the press conference.
Right.
And he said that Rick Morrigan, his manager, said that Ramirez stepped up to fight me.
My Brody,
I turned the fight down.
Bro.
Jim,
my bro, how you feeling,
He said
bro?
no.
Appreciate you stopping through as always.
Ramirez literally, he said no, he's not going to fight me. Look at the interview with Mark Kriegel. He said no. He said, oh, I'm not going to fight for $600,000. Come on, bro. Look, get y'all lives straight. Y'all got to get y'all lives straight, bro. Y'all fumbling over y'all words. Y'all going back and forth. The shit ain't adding up. You ducked, and it's good. It's a good. I'm not gonna lie. If I was your manager, I would duck me too, cause you look like shit against Comey. You stopped him, but come on, bro. Who is Comey? No, not shit on Comey, but who is Comey? So come on, bro. He ducked. Y'all know the fuck. Y'all know he ducked me.
Straight like that. Y'all know he ducked me. You know what I mean? Straight like that. Bro wanted smoke. And you ain't want nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? He said Regis chuckle. Facts, Kurt. He's not ready, yo. And again, you know what? I ain't gonna say he ain't ready, right? Because he got a title. So I'm gonna take that back, right, Kurt? It ain't that he ain't ready, right? He's just not. He don't got enough seasoning yet. And I know that's kind of sound like this the same thing. I'm gonna say on the strength that he got a title, yeah, he ready. But I don't think he got the necessary tools. I don't think he equipped with the necessary tools to beat Regis. You know what I'm saying? I think he's strong, he tough, he come forward and all of that. But like I said before, simply put, when it comes to Matias and Regis showed me that he's a fighter that can box. I still have that question whether Matias is a fighter that can box, especially to the level of Regis. We know if they fight, that'd be like a back and forth. They'd be going at it, right? But when it's a boxing match, who does it favor? Because I've seen Regis go in his bag more. I've seen more of an offensive arsenal from Regis. I've seen Regis use defense as a priority. You get what I'm saying? Being defensively responsible, getting his head off the line. You know what I mean? Bending at the waist, getting out the way of punches, rolling with punches, blocking punches. I've seen him do that. You know what I mean? I've seen Matias catch some on the gloves and elbows, but for the most part, his head be on the line. He be there to be hit because he's too tough for his own good. The difference is Regis is a seasoned vet at this point. Experienced, a lot of seasoning, bro. He's not going to come in there and fight reckless like that. That's the difference. He's not still fighting with all that bravado like that. He fights with intelligence, man. He's an intelligent, polished street fighter that's in shape. Yeah, Regis is to me. You know what I mean? Matias is a very similar thing. He can do some things in there that's very similar to what Regis can do. But I think Regis is far more polished and refined at this point in his career. More seasons, more battle tested. You get what I'm saying? That experience will matter. You get what I'm saying? And I think he just understands where he's at in his career more than the Matias. I think Matias still got some growing to do. So He gonna have to grow up fast though, because he got a belt and he calling for the Rougarou. So he better be careful what he asks for, man. He better be careful. Man. Question is, how long has Jose been ducking Regis? Right. I think for a little while, Ash. I think it's been for a little while now, too. I think it's been for a little minute. I do way more than just stand there and throw punches. That's what I'm saying, Kurt. No disrespect to him. And I get it. It takes some skill to go in there and fight in the inside how he do. But that's a lot of toughness. His toughness is always on display. You don't need your toughness to be on display through the duration of the fight, proving that you're tougher than the other guy. That's a recipe to get knocked out against a Regis Prograis. Get what I'm saying? And you had the nerve to start slow in your last fight where you let Ponce get off on you a little bit. Nah, bro. Regis on the other side of you might not make it. You know what I mean? Too green, man. I'm telling you, proper turn. Like, yeah, just not enough seasoning just yet. He got the title because he's a hell of a fighter and he's tough, but not enough seasoning yet. Me too, man. Regis a little too experienced, and we seen Matias rocked by a lesser opponent in the Nanya, even though Matias whooped him right. And he got him in a rematch, Sean. He did, but he got rocked. And remember, that was the deciding factor in the fight because of the ropes held him up, and he got a standing 8 from getting rocked because he was doing what? Doing what Matias does best. And again, the same things that make him dangerous, that make him who he is, that make people feel like he can beat Regis, that is the same thing that will get him beat against Regis. Just being tough. No, you're going to have to be smart too. Regis might be, you might think just Regis is in there throwing punches. Now, Regis a chess player too, bro. Regis can play chess in there. I seen, put it this way, I seen what Regis' chess game look like. I ain't seen what Matias' chess game look like. I seen what Regis look like. I ain't seen Matias play no chess in there yet. Is that fair? You get what I'm saying? As fair as I could put it. Now, will he eliminate Regis and force him not to play chess and play checkers and play into his hand and just brawl it out? Nah, I think Regis smart enough and he will mix it up. And he got good feet too. Look at Regis' feet. Regis got good feet, got underrated footwork. I'm telling you, Regis got some slept-on footwork, bro. Jose been ducking. Regis, since Jose had the belt before, right? He just don't want to fight him. And now y'all know I don't like jackets on fighters, bro, but he just ain't moving right, bro. Regis is moving right. They ready to say, people are ready to say that Regis is ducking Matias, right? But here we got is a guy that clearly ducked. You hear what Regis said. He ain't making that up. Then y'all gonna flip it. And that's why I'm here today. The audacity of Team Ramirez to try to flip it like we didn't just hear the whole breakdown of this dude not wanting to fight. What is y'all talking about? They crazy. I'm gonna try to get it, y'all. I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to get that interview. I'm gonna try to get it, man. They be tripping, y'all. Now I gotta get it. I want to see Regis versus Matias shit. Yeah, nah, absolutely. Ash, 1,000,000% I'm with you, cuzzo. I want to see it too. I want to say I'll be back. Gotta call the shop. Salute to you, Will. Appreciate you. I'll be here. Appreciate everybody in the building. Much love to everybody and appreciation, man. Salute to my bro Sean, my bro Jim. Much love and appreciation, man. I want to see the Ponce fight again. As a little more IQ. He will be a fan favorite, right? I'm telling you, he'll be dangerous. And I think he can do that because he's still young enough to do it. But he has to understand that he still needs to improve. Like, don't think you got just enough yet. Nah, you can add more. Keep getting better, young scrapper. Keep getting better, bro. Regis going to apply that pressure for sure. I'm telling you, intelligent pressure, Mr. Mechanical. And again, the fact that Regis uses defense, he makes defense a priority. I said this time and time before. Matias treats defense as an afterthought. That's something he'll just do as he start getting touched up. Regis will make you miss and make you pay for it. We seen him do it with Zepeda. And Zepeda is a damn skillful fighter, a good boxer, high-level boxer. Zepeda can fight. Get what I'm saying? Look how Regis did him. Regis was putting hands on him. A couple more times and go after Regis. Right, Josh. I wouldn't be against it, but he calling for the smoke. I'm all for it. Salute to my bro Jim. Much love and appreciation. Always putting that color in the chat. Appreciate you, bro.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my bro Jim, man. Have to get my bro his just due. Much love and appreciation, bro. Now I think this a little. Let me see. This might be a little clip of it right here.
So it don't you make today, bro. Bro, at the
end of the day, bro, we can talk to each other directly, bro. But at the end of the day, we can say all this shit, but it's still gonna be stuff going on behind closed doors and all that shit, bro. So we can say, yeah, we gonna fight, we gonna do this, but then it's people behind the scenes, and they gonna control the shit and all that. So it don't even matter, bro. We can say, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Fighters do this all the time. Fighters say, oh yeah, let's fight, and you take the whole person and all that. But then when the business stuff really start talking, the business people start talking, that shit don't happen, bro. So I mean, for me, I think it's just all gonna be talk right now. So it don't even make sense to even talk.
His defense is underrated, absolutely, bro. He's underrated. His forehead blocks every punch, right?
Listen.
I think it's on everyone. Appreciate you, man. It is.
Bro, it's boxing. That's just, it is what it is, bro. Everybody gets thrown on the bus. That's just how it is, bro. Like, everybody say ducking. If you look at all these fucking comments, everybody gonna say, some people gonna say you ducking, some people gonna say I'm ducking. That's just what it is, bro. That's just boxing. You gotta have tough skin. I hope you got tough skin. Right? This boxing shit is just high, so, listen,
Regis said, I hope you got tough skin.
I was fight you next. And I just saw it's not happening. That's it. So I don't, for me, bro, I don't care. Whatever the WBC tell me to do, I'm gonna do it. Whatever they tell me, if you say whoever want to fight, that's gonna fight. That's just how it go, bro. Because for me, whatever they tell me I'm gonna fight, that's it. I know you were supposed to be next. That's who I was expecting. Mentally, I was expecting you next. Now that you're not next, so okay, the next person in line, if it's TOP or whoever.
There's a chance that we both could be next, bro. The difference is that I'm not gonna risk fighting with an unknown person getting 30% of that bullshit, bro. We could, if it's a 45, bro, it could be a high purse, but then you
That's them with their bad connection too, by the way. This ain't me. But basically, he talking about the purse bid. He trying to explain he not taking 30% or 35% or whatever that is. He not fighting for 600K. When it's all said and done, this is garbage. He just ain't fighting. He ain't trying to fight. Regis said, man, what you want me to do about that, bro? Like, Regis basically telling him, I'm a fighter, bro. Like, I'm a fighter. Like, I'm a fighter. What we talking about? I'm a fighter. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is crazy, bro. Salute to Jim, man. Much love and appreciation. Like Matiz, though. Your dog. Yeah, man. He a dog with a motor, but he's defensively irresponsible. Right. That's going to be a problem when he up the level. All facts, Sean. That's the same thing I said. And Regis will be that elite level for him that will exploit his defensive irresponsibility, and it will be a problem. Like, the worst thing you could do is be on the receiving end of Regis being able to hit you at will. And that is my biggest issue, y'all. If y'all wondering what my biggest issue is with me not feeling like Matias to be Regis, is because I haven't seen him like make people miss. And you know what I mean? I haven't seen him do a bunch of making people miss like that. You get what I'm saying? I see him taking a lot of shots unnecessarily and getting his off. You get what I'm saying? And you're not Superman. If Regis is on the other end of you and he's able to land at will the way Ponce was landing at will, you know what I mean? I don't think you make it. I don't think you make it out the fight. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he do. You know what I mean? We're going to see Matias train in Mexico. Margarito's favorite fighter. He ain't going to change. Yeah. And that's tough. And that's tough, bro, because it's going to work until it don't. Like, and it backfired already once against Ananya. So I just feel like Regis is levels above that guy. And I know that, you know, Matias got a little bit better since that fight, but I feel like Regis has gotten even better since his loss as well. I think Josh Taylor beats Matias right now. Me too. Me too, Kurt. Skill set, man. Skill set. Styles. The styles. I think Josh Taylor outbox him. He'll have to knock Josh Taylor out. He can't win on the cards. No disrespect. He can't beat Josh Taylor on the cards. Matias. I don't think he just haven't went in his bag enough for me. Margarito fought like Frankenstein and just threw a bunch of punches, Sean. Regis, my guy, man. Regis is my guy. Regis. I like how Regis looks at things. People gonna say whatever. Right. They're gonna say anything. Like, they're gonna say he ducking. Like, right now, if he fight Catterall, because they're saying negotiations, man. Matter of fact, that's something else that's going on too. Jack Catterall said negotiations with him and Regis looking good or something like that. I'm gonna pull that back up, that article. But right, Mike, he on point. Big Tex, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? MUNGUIA versus GG. I don't think MUNGUIA stops GG. I think it'd be closer than people think. Right. What's good with it, Big Tex? How you feeling? Lara supposedly fighting Falco. Man, so he fighting him GGG and Munguia. That's what they talking, Fate? GGG and Munguia. So no more Munguia and BIVOL. So I wonder what they're going to do with BIVOL. They're going to finally... Man, man, Oscar about to take the gloves off and get Munguia beat up, y'all. Man, I wanted to see Lara and Triple G, man. Yo, Triple G need to be held to the flame, man. I think he on his way out. I think Triple G will be retiring soon, yo. He already 40. We probably see GGG maybe once or twice more, man. I think that's it. I don't think Triple G gonna be around too much longer. Yeah. Jack Catterall saying their negotiations with him and Regis' team is looking good right now. I wouldn't be against that fight, though. Right, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see that Oscar was about to get Munguia beat up, because I think Munguia, he told he would even fight BIVOL. I just want to fight. Figuratively, Oscar took it seriously. I'm telling you, he about to get him chipped. And again, if that was to happen, the date that they threw out there was June 10th, y'all. June 10th for BIVOL and Munguia. That's the date they was throwing around. Which ironically is the same date of Teofimo and Josh Taylor too, so. We're going to see, man, because, again, Regis wants smoke, man, and I believe he's going to continue to be one of them top dudes at 140, and I'm going to continue to rock with him, man. I rock with Regis. Damn, so they about to, June 10th for GGG. I'm seeing it now, Fate. I see it now. Damn, they crazy. They trying to get Munguia. They taking the training wheels off of Munguia. If they put Munguia in there with either GGG or BIVOL, they ready to take the training wheels off and get him beat up. They don't even care about this dude at this point. They don't even care at this point, bro. BIVOL would do Munguia. Just like Zordo. That's the same thing I said, Kurt. Like, I was wondering, like, is you really willing to put it? Yeah, I watched GGG and BIVOL. Yeah, I mean GGG and Munguia, just to see what Munguia do with the old vet. I want to see how that play out. I have a good co-man, yeah, and against it, but Josh Taylor should have ran it back. Catterall won that fight to me, right, and it's crazy that he would have been able to call himself a champion right now, Sean. As it stands, they robbed him out of that opportunity, which is pretty weak, yo. That's lame as hell that they did, bro, like that. They did him bad, man. They did bro bad. My bad. But yeah, man, June 10th, man, we gonna see, man. T.O. gonna have to show us something. They robbed Catterall, undisputed, all facts, Kurt, and it's crazy. They ain't just robbed him of an opportunity to have a title. They robbed him out of an opportunity to have all of them. They said Munguia would probably do better than Zordo. Because he probably would go for it more. You get what I'm saying? I think he'd be willing to go for it more, Munguia, because he only know one way. Come forward and go for it. And if he don't do that, he don't have a chance. You get what I'm saying? So maybe that's why they feel like that. And he young. Triple G mess around him. Triple G gonna pull that Olympic jab out on Munguia, man, and jab him unconsciously, man. My bad, y'all. Mess with the fight poster. That's dope. You made that, yo. Yeah, I messed with it, bro. Hell yeah, that fight poster dope, bro. Fight poster dope. Matter of fact, I got you, Fate. I got you right now, my bro. I got you. Yeah, but y'all heard Isaac DOGBOE say Tank hit harder than middleweights, man. Just so y'all know. I'm telling you. And the reason I played that interview, because he was talking about his fight that's coming up as well, ROBEISY Ramirez. But I really wanted to highlight to y'all, people keep talking about Ryan Garcia power, but you ain't hear nobody sitting here talking about he hit like a middleweight, harder than middleweights. You're not hearing nobody say Ryan Garcia is knocked out heavyweights. You're not hearing that. So I'm not trying to say, Ryan power is a non-factor, but just I'm trying to help people understand why when they mention that to me, I don't be trying to hear it as much. Like, all right, after the first time, I don't want to hear you tell me about Ryan power when you got a dude that every time you turn around, it's another guy vouching for his power, saying how hard he hit, hitting harder than middleweights, knocking guys out. We got guys just flat out saying the hardest they ever been punched in their life was by Tank. Like, that's saying something. He got real power. His power is a nightmare, bro. That fight poster dope. I'm about to pull it up, bro. Salute to Regis, man, for always applying that pressure too. And Boo's next fight gonna be, he says, coming very soon. I hope it's Vila. If they're not giving Rashidi that rematch, I hope it's Vila. I hope it's Vila, Miss Joette, because it got to be somebody entertaining, man. I don't want to just see anything. Heard him if you come in. Right, he will. Right. Josh Taylor gonna dog walk. He about to beat Teo up, Kurt. Man, Munguia is soft. He come to fight, but he's not tested, Zoom. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's built-in complacency, and it's gonna get him hurt in the long run, bro. It's gonna get bro hurt in the long run. It really is. Hold on, Fade. I got you right now, bro. GG dropped someone with a jab and get a chin like that. Yeah, soft is charming. Yeah, I made it first time out. Nah, that joint look professional as they come, bro. Tank had a heavyweight sleep on the ropes, right? I'm telling you, bro. Keep telling you. That's why I played that. He just said that man hitting harder than middleweights, guys that's way bigger than me that he done sparred with. You know what I mean? Parking heavyweights ain't something that everybody keep doing. Ron Sizzle, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. Joshua, fight goes the distance. Nebraska, let's get it. Man, let's go. I think that's possible too, though. I do think it's real possible that the fight goes the distance. I do. But he's a southpaw just like Taylor. Sandor Martin, Kurt. You talking about Sandor Martin, right? You talking about Sandor Martin, Kurt. Tank lullabies everybody from 130 to 140. My bro said what he said. Facts soon. Fact zone. Yeah, won't get an argument out of me. You did. I know Tank gonna get the lullaby and cats, except Regis. Yeah, that'd be a barn. Not a barn burner. That'd be one of the best fights we could get. I tell you, at 140, Regis and Tank. That's how. Listen. Just to, I'm all about giving fighters they just do, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why Tank is one of the special fighters, right? Because you got so many fights from it's assuming he passed 130, right? But even 130, you have so many fights from 130 to 35 to 40 that would be great fights for him because he's that type of fighter. He would provide great entertainment no matter what weight class he in. He's just one of them special dudes, you know what I'm saying? I feel like 147 to be pushing it, but I still do. I believe he could actually campaign at 140 if he wanted to. I do. And I think he'll be successful. Passionate puncher, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Make another one for Teo versus Taylor. Not gonna lie, man. Keep them joints going. They dope, man. Watch. People gonna start sharing them and taking them. Watch, bro. Yep, Sandor Martin, bro. Nah, Regis too. No exceptions over here. Zoom said what he said. No exceptions. Yeah, nah, Fate. Keep them joints going, bro. Look at this work from my bro Fate, man. Putting in this boxing, this work, bro. Look at this joint right here. Look at that joint right there, bro. That joint hard right there, man. I use that quick as a fight poster, bro. That's how you do it, man. Yeah, man. So look, they feed Munguia to the wolves at this point, though. They feed Munguia to the wolves. The fact that the two names that they throwing out was BIVOL and Munguia, BIVOL and GGG, I think they trying to feed him. I think Oscar ready to get brave and take the training wheels off. He feel like he ain't got nothing to lose, right? He put Zordo in there with BIVOL. BIVOL punched on him, right? You get what I'm saying? He figured he ain't got Canelo no more. He done put Ryan in there with the most dangerous puncher from, 140 down. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I guess he ready to put all his proteges in there. He don't care if dudes lose at this point. Oscar ready to see people lose. This is my bro Fate right here. This is poster right here, man. He be putting in that work. This joint dope right here, man. I like the clouds. I like this touch. You put the two flags. I gotta get better too, bro. So you just motivating me, man. This is dope though, man. I like this joint. Now you got me figuring I gotta step my game up now. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to step my game up. Here I am over here, my thumbnails thinking I'm doing something. Bro over here got a legit fight poster, bro. Legit as they come. You know what I'm saying? My joint ain't half bad though. It ain't that bad. And Kello, salute, Brody. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? I'm over here at the grocery shop in the chat. My bad. I didn't see that. Salute to my bros. And what's good with it, Kello? How you feeling, bro? These are Oscar sober thoughts. Yeah, man. You seen it. Yeah, that's fate. That's fate joint, man. That artwork dope right there, man. That's dope. I like that joint. Man, that's nice right there. That look professional as hell. That is professional. It don't look. It is professional. Matter of fact, that's professional, Fate. That joint look good right there. Watch, people gonna start sharing your artwork around. Matter of fact, I should share it on my joint. Matter of fact, I should go take it and share it on mine. That's what we supposed to be doing anyway. Sharing each other work. I'm gonna share this joint on my IG, and I might post it on my Twitter too. Let people know, man, that work dope, man. But salute to my bro Fate. That's great work up there, bro. Well, yeah, man, GGG, man. This won't be no easy win for HANEY. It's crazy if this who GGG fighting for real though. And that just if he fighting Jaime Munguia, that tells me a lot about him. Like, I ain't gonna lie. He gotta keep putting his work, man. Facts, man. This is dope. This is great work right here, bro. This work gotta be shared right here. This is cool. I'm gonna post this joint. That joint dope. But we gonna see, man. We got some good action, man. Got some good action. April 1st is fight week. We got AJ. I did play the clip for y'all a little earlier with him hinting or kind of jokingly saying, like, if he lose, he retiring. And even though he said it jokingly, but I don't like the game of Monopoly. Like, I don't like that quote that he tried. I don't like that. I don't like how he phrased it, should I say. I don't like how he put that. I don't like how he kind of made it seem like losing a game of Monopoly is the same as losing a fight or something to that degree. It just didn't sound right. Saying, like, you lose a game of Monopoly, do you quit? Like, that's not the same as losing a fight, bro. So, again, and if you lose this fight April 1st, this weekend, you get what I'm saying, then that'll be your third consecutive loss in a row. And it's just going to be tough to rebound from there. I don't know where else you go from there. You get what I'm saying? Because, the fight's only going to get tougher. You get what I'm saying? If you lose to Jermaine Franklin and you looking to become a heavyweight champion again, that's going to be very tough. But as it stands, I do think this fight can go the distance. I think Jermaine Franklin had a full training camp. Like I said, I think because of that full training camp, that's going to allow him to navigate a lot of those rounds. And with this being Joshua's first training camp with Derrick James, it would be wise for Jermaine Franklin to try to take advantage of any potential openings early on. And it's going to be entertaining and interesting to see which of the two guys could be more physically imposing. Who going to impose their will first? That's what I'll be looking to see with heavyweights. Because, again, when Joshua is his most effective is when he's coming forward, being physically imposing, making the ring small. Making his presence be felt, making him feel you in there and getting to his guy. Not sitting there trying to box and go rounds. You get what I'm saying? So if that's what it looked like his approach is, I'm going to be looking for that. You get what I'm saying? So Gay might be able to take Triple G. Right. Right, man. That's what he could. He could. It's possible, bro. It's possible because he is older. You know what I mean? Maybe see if the activity will bother an older Triple G. Triple G go mess around, pull that Olympic jab out on him, bro. He gonna pull that Olympic jab out on Munguia and jab him for 12 rounds straight. Munguia versus GG can go the distance, and Munguia wins decision if GG slow. Right. He gonna jab him unconsciously. He gonna jab Haney eye out of socket. He has to go to GG body the whole fight because body shots are GG weakness. Yup, just ask Murata. You know what I mean? Fizzle said facts. You feel me? Fizzax. That's I want your thoughts though. 2 future fight. I want to see on the undercard Pacheco versus Andre and Fundora versus Ramos. Man, that Fundora and Ramos seem like it's real possible. Real possible. I think people just got to start calling for that and showing their interest for it. You know what I'm saying? Even though Fundora got business to take care of with Brian Mendoza, but if he's to win that fight, I definitely want to see Fundora and Jesus Ramos. But I would right off the bat, I would pick Ramos to win because he's more technically and fundamentally sound. And I seen what he was able to do to Joey Spencer and how he was able to do it, and he was dominant. You know what I mean? He was very dominant, bro. So I got Jesus Ramos pulling that one off for sure. You know what I mean? As far as Pacheco and Andre, I would be shocked to see that fight happen right now, to take place anytime soon, being that where Pacheco is. And his career is still a bit early for him. So, you know what I mean? Naturally, I lean towards Andre with having a ton more of experience than him. That'll be a tough fight for him right now, but you know, down the line, then that fight gets tougher for Andre because he's getting older. He's about 35 now. So, you know what I mean, that'll be it. But if it was to happen now or sometime soon, I'll favor Andre in that fight respectfully because experience and things like that. Andre, he ain't no walk in the parks. Ain't no spring chicken, but he still got it. You know what I'm saying? And wait to see what Derek James does to improve AJ approach. Me too. Like again, I want to see where his mental at because I know that's going determine his approach. You get what I'm saying? Where he's at mentally. Like he's in a good space, then that's good for AJ and Derek James. You get what I'm saying? Because the voice in the corner will be getting through to him, and he'll be able to go out there and implement the things that Derek James is asking him to in the actual fight. So it's going to be real important to see how he's able, what kind of chemistry they able to have with this being their first fight. And, you know, everybody don't know Jermaine Franklin, but this dude is a tough fighter that can fight. He can box. He's not without skill. He's just not a big name, but the dude can fight. I believe he beat Dillian White. And like I said, I think that he didn't have a full camp. I think this trip he does. I hear bro got a 6-pack. I'm not saying that the muscles are going to win fights, but I'm going to say that's the extreme level of dedication and commitment that he's showing to be in this type of shape for this fight. And he's more than ready. And that as a return, result, Anthony Joshua and Derek James got to be ready for this guy, the best version of Jermaine Franklin, and assume that they're going to get the best version of him because, like I said, bro in shape and he look like he ready. You know what I'm saying? E7 is the joint. Cool Word versus Monster. Oh yeah, Kurt is it's postponed, bro. Cool Boy and Monster is postponed. I'm hearing to around maybe August. I'm hearing it's still gonna happen this year, but I heard around August. Monster anyway had an injury, bro. He said he hurt his hand, or I think it was a hand injury or something in camp or something like that. And again, I'm just throwing this out there. The timing of the injury just is weird because the injury comes after you complained about drug testing, like, you know what I mean, VADA style drug testing. You complained that it's too much drug testing or something like that, and then shortly after, you know what I mean, you said you hurt your hand. Now I'm not saying he ain't really hurt, but yeah, it's postponed, and they didn't throw an official date, but I heard from a solid source that, you know what I mean, be talking to the right people behind the scenes that it's looking like August or something like that, I think. So it's still gonna happen this year, if I'm not mistaken. If everything go according, it should happen this year. Seen Franklin fight a few times. Right, Jim? I like the way he looked against Dillian White. I feel like he pulled that off. My baby girl, Miss JusDueBoxing, say, yeah, he hurt his hand. Look at you knowing, being on point. Salute to my baby girl. He has no trust in his corner every time he talks to his guy. It works. Right. He has to trust his corner. Right. Absolutely. He do. And you got to trust that process and trust that you made the right decision by going to get a guy like a Derrick James. So you don't, you know what I mean? You don't go get him just to not trust and do as he asking you to do. So I hope, he's able to hear him in that corner and produce, you know what I'm saying, and get it done. I like Anthony Joshua. Like I said, I root for the dude, you know what I'm saying? So he just got to be on point. Got to be on point. You doing something right. You got sources. Right. Everybody got a source or two. Yes, right. Everybody got a source or two. You did. Everybody got a source. Everybody got a source. Quee, what's good, sis? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Salute to my bro Jay Reddy. And VAR World Boxing, man. That cash out, man. Much love to y'all, bros. For y'all support. Let me get AB in the line for y'all. Salute to the bros, Jay Reddy and VAR World Boxing.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to y'all, bros, man. A lot of fight on Saturday. Right, Jim. We're going to see some good action. Now, if it was Cool Boy, the haters would be calling him a duck. And they'll be saying they need proof, Kurt. And they'll be saying they need proof. And then think, Kurt, listen, I'm just throwing out what we know. This injury was announced after he complained about drug testing. That's all I'm saying. Just the timing of it. I ain't saying he doing nothing. Just the timing of it is what got people like with the you know what I mean, with the eyebrow up on him. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. It's just what it is. People got their eyebrow raised a little bit from that. And you can't fully blame them, man. I'm saying I'm not gonna put no jacket on him or nothing like that. But I'm gonna say the timing couldn't be worse. You know what I mean? And I think whether he injured or not, I think he could have kept that comment to himself. I don't think that's something that he should have even like expressed like as an area of concern or something that it seemed like he worried about. You get what I'm saying? Double standards be killing me. Yeah, they be trying to kill the boxing. They be disrupting the sport of boxing. I don't want to say they ruining it because boxing is a beautiful sport and it can't be ruined by that stuff. But I will say the double standards do undermine the integrity of the sport for the most part. It definitely do that. But we're gonna see, man. Cool Boy, he's seen people like overreacting from it, like making a big deal about it, the injury and stuff. So he said, relax, like it's still happening. Like relax. We got a date, it's still happening. So guess they ain't released a new date, but hopefully they will some point soon so people can rest easy knowing that it's another date. Roy Jones fighting. UFC, is he? Roy gotta chill. Like, I hope not. I hope that's not true. Cause I'm cool on seeing him in any combat sport, bro. Roy, go play basketball. Ain't you a man in many hats? Go play basketball or something, bro. Go play flag football or something, bro. Do not go do no UFC. Not at your age, bro. Man, Monster must have finally sparred that style and realized he ain't got nothing for it. Cause I could have swore, Kurt, that they were saying something about what kind of work he was going to be bringing in or something like that. I don't know. It's crazy. Roy need to stop. Yeah, he need to stop. Don't do no combat sports, Roy. And that's with much respect. I ain't trying to see nobody get no knockout so they could say they knocked Roy Jones out. Not in the UFC. I don't know, Roy. Don't let them do that to you like that. Don't do that to yourself, Roy. It ain't worth it. You don't need the money from what I heard. Don't go out bogus like that, bro. Don't go out like that. Do not go out, Roy, not letting it go. Yeah, fake. Yeah, he gonna let life go if he don't chill. I'm telling you, like, these dudes ain't cool. It just ain't enough to retire from the sport. They trying to retire from life. He on his Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao on that type of time too. Like, they just won't go chill somewhere, spend some money, do whatever it is y'all do. But combat sports do not need to be something that they participate in again in their careers, bro. They just don't need to do it. It's risky. It's unnecessary risk at this point, and it's playing with your health. My bad, John. He's fighting a former UFC fighter. He want the attention again. Yeah, he won't stop, bro. See all these people getting props for comeback doing these exhibitions. Yeah, he done got that itch and he gonna get himself hurt trying to scratch that itch. You're gonna learn the hard way, man. I'm telling you, facts, bro. Got beat down last. I'm telling you, Kurt, I ain't trying to see no more of them, man. I ain't trying to see no more of them. Just chill, bro. Just let it go. It's okay, bro. Dungeon Talk with Doom. Salute, family. How you feeling, bro? Salute to you, man. On your 52 B-Day, 52 years old. Yeah, salute the Dungeon Talk with Doom, man. Much appreciation you pulling up on your B-Day, man. And happy born day, happy Earth Day to you, King. Hopefully you enjoy your day, man. I hope, man. I'm very hopeful that you enjoy your day too, fam. Appreciate you stopping through, man. Salute to my dog, A1, man. What's up with that last fight? He lost. He hurt my feelings, man. Jim, he hurt mine too. He got to chill. I don't want to see that man get knocked down. Face first and stuff like that. He bugging out. I'm not trying to see bro get knocked out face first. Like, what type of time he on? He on the wrong kind of time, bro. He's on the wrong kind of time. I do not need to see bro going to bed for no fight, bro. At all. I do not need to see it. No doubt, man. Enjoy that, man. Enjoy that again. Happy born day, happy Earth Day, King, man. Make sure you enjoy. Appreciate you stopping through for a sec, man. And salute to everybody in the building, man. I got one more clip from Devin Haney that I'm gonna play on his fight because I think that's the only thing I ain't touched on. I think I touched on everything else, you know. And like I said, you know, don't let the people make you feel like or let fool you into thinking that this fight is not worth it. This fight is definitely worth it. You know, him and VASYL Lomachenko is a fight that needed to happen. It's great for boxing. This is a legacy fight for Devin Haney. That's why people got to appreciate the fight while it's happening. It's a legacy fight. This is a fight, a guy that, you know, was on number 3 on people pound per pound lists and things like that. So, you know, I heard people asking the question, will we get the credit for this fight? Like, you could try not to you could try to discredit him all you want. I know I'm gonna make sure he get his just due over this way, because we ain't into slighting no fighters. You get what I'm saying? So, especially when they're accomplishing things that matter in the sport and making legacy type fights, and this would be one of them on his resume that he could look back on and say, hey man, I went in there with VASYL Lomachenko and I beat his ass. I gave him my opportunity at Undisputed when I didn't, because he had an opportunity to give me a chance and he didn't have to give it to me, but he didn't. And here, fast forward, now tables turn. I got all the hardware. I don't have to give Lomachenko an opportunity, but I am. You get what I'm saying? I think people need to look at that. That's real. The fact that he's giving a dude the opportunity and he don't have to, I think that's dope, man. I think that said a lot about him as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And again, he's delivering on a fight that he said he won. So this would be, you know, he got the 2 Cambosis fight. He said he wanted Undisputed, did everything he was supposed to get Undisputed. He did what I'm saying. And now he said he wanted Lomachenko. He felt like that'd give him all the respect that he need from the boxing world. So what'd he do? Going after Lomachenko. Now we got a date of May 20, and they're saying it's in Las Vegas. This should be great for boxing, man. But we're going to play this interview from Fight Hype. Salute to Fight Hype. Salute to Devin Haney, man. We're going to play this joint before we get up out of here. I'm going to let you hear what he had to say about his upcoming fight.
Devin the Dream Haney, a.k.a. the man that has everything, right? Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, that's the facts behind it.
Yeah. First and foremost, just wanted to just talk about, you had this like really nice little break when you went over to Saudi Arabia. A lot of special things happened over there, you know, family and you just wanted to recap how was that and the special moments that went down.
I mean, it was an amazing trip, especially for me to go to Mecca and perform Umrah and see the Kaaba and do all that. So it was a dream, you know.
All facts, Ash.
You know, supposed to.
We want that notoriety.
Experience that.
And that's why he speaks about full credit and things like that. That's why he's going after Lomachenko. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a problem when people make it seem like it's a problem, like, because we identify that he want that notoriety. You get what I'm saying? He want that recognition. He want the credit. He want his just due, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And he know you're going to get that fighting certain guys. And I appreciate him for going after Loma and Loma being one of them.
I'm blessed to be able to do that and perform Umrah. So yeah, it was a great trip overall. I met a lot of good people and I had fun at the end of the day. So it was a good trip.
I believe something happened with your brother as well, or
oh yeah, my brother took a shahada. One of my friends took their shahada as well. I gave them.
I love that, Kurt. Absolutely, bro.
It was a blessing.
100%. I love it.
You know, for some of the people who don't really know, like how special is those type of moments?
But it's crazy because everybody talking about everybody, right? Now you got Dev saying he gonna fight Tank. Tank says something about fighting Dev. Shakur says something about fighting Dev and Loma winner. Like it's been a lot of people talking about who else they gonna fight. So I feel like as long as one of those 50-50 fights happen first or happen next, I don't care which one they make first, as long as we get one of them, right? And I'll be cool. I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Devin would have gotten everything he wanted out of them 35. Right. And he said some things here, too, that he spoke about 135 a little bit in his interview, too. Another video where he said he was trying to rematch BIVOL next, right? Yeah, he says if he wants, unless BIVOL asks for too many concessions, I don't think he really wants it. Because look at Kello. I mean, just to add to what you're saying. Why would BIVOL all of a sudden want too many concessions? The fact that that's a concern. He didn't want that the first time around. Why would he just want it the second time around? If you ain't a diva, you ain't a diva. And I don't think you're going to start being one. I think you're already trying to build in a reason to try to give us as to why that fight don't happen next. I would be very shocked if he fight John Ryder, beat him, and then go right back up to 175, bothering BIVOL. But we're going to see, and we're going to make him stand on it because the walls is closing in. You got David Benavidez on your helmet. You got the David Morales of the world up and coming. Andre is over there in the division. It's 68. You got people on your bumper, and then you go up to 75. That's a rough, tough fight for you to win. I don't suggest him even going back up there bothering BIVOL, but that's his career. He got to deal with it. I just don't think he beat him. But we're gonna see if he really using his name just to try to stay, you know, relevant and get the not relevant, but trying to maintain the respect. And know what I mean, and save face by saying this is who we want to fight next. So we're gonna see, man. When it was Tio and Ryan, and they will be waiting for Devin at 140, right? You get all he asked for, right? You're gonna get all the fights and then some, and then some. So it's got so many good fights to make, Ash, and I can't wait to see him because walls are closing in, and when you set the bar a certain way, certain height, you got people gonna hold you to that standard every time out. So I think that's a good thing in many ways, you know what I'm saying? And a fighter to be held accountable and stand on business, be held to the standard that they set for themselves, I think is always going to be fair. Exactly. Kurt, he'd be the one wanting the concessions. That's what I'm saying. So he wanted to be treated like a champion. And you know right off the bat, Kello, that is fair. You get what I'm saying? Don't treat him like he ain't a guy that just ain't fresh all beating you up, you know what I'm saying? And then turned around and beat up an undefeated Zordo Ramirez for what it's worth. So I understand BIVOL wanting to be treated like a champion because he can't be treated like a challenger no more. You get what I'm saying? Because he beat the guy. So he wants some. I think he just want to be respected more and probably paid a little bit more, which he should be. He should be paid a bigger bag the second time around than he did the first one. Billy coming until he a contender now, right? And Billy is on the way, bro. I know channel we're gonna have Canelo and Triple G retirement party on. We somewhere, right? We're gonna find one, Ash, because we're gonna find one. We're gonna find one. And the most fearful of all, Edgar the Vampire Berlanga. Right. Right, y'all. Shout out. Let me finish playing this, y'all, before we get on up out of it. Let me gonna play the rest of this day.
You know, like how
salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punch that like button. Much love.
Yeah, I mean, every Muslim, you know, it's a dream to go to Mecca, and I'm happy that I was able to. It's such a blessing. I'm so thankful. Yeah.
You know, seeing the fact that in you know, during this particular time in your training camp, you know, these type of challenges you're accustomed to, and making adjustments. Like back in the day, we had that interview when you said, due to Devin Haney, it doesn't really matter. You're always going to have these obstacles. You always talk about business, but you always say, whatever, screw it, I'm going to do it.
Right.
Right now, you're training at a
and that seemed fair, Kello. That don't seem like too much.
You know, inconvenient for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's
right.
11 p.m.
Right, Kurt. They couldn't just walk away. Boxing need that fight.
For like 3-4 hours. I mean, but this is what
BIVOL mentioned something about being able to make 68, but I don't think he will. That'd be unnecessary risk. But then Dungeon Talk, Canelo said he don't want to fight him at 68. He said he want to go back up to 75 and fight him. He was clear on that. He said he don't want him to come down to 68. He want to go right back up there and challenge himself. So if that fight is to happen at all for real, it's going to be at 75 again, according to what Canelo said.
Champions got to do. You know, they say it's easy to get it, but harder to keep it. So, you know, we training, you know, like we was when we was nobody knew us, nobody would give us a shot. So yeah.
You know, you mentioned on Twitter a while ago that you always call out people when they look unbeatable, never when they take a step down and things like that. We all know that the Lomachenko fight, you've been calling him for, I don't know, probably as long as I feel like I've been covering you, 4 years, 5 years. Just what about this fight that's so important for you, just as, you know, as an undisputed fight, you know, defending the undisputed, but just this particular fight itself?
Yeah, I mean, this is a fight that I've always wanted. Since I was 19, 20 years old, I've been calling Loma when he did look unbeatable. When they were saying he was a matrix, he was number 1 pound for pound, and this and that.
Me, the Dungeon Talk, I think he lying, bro.
You know, he went the franchise route and whatever. And
I think he's trying to save face.
Was just bluff, and I didn't really want to fight him. But it just shows you how much I really wanted to fight him, because at this point in my career, I don't have to fight him, and I'm choosing to fight him. So that just shows you that what I say is real. I don't just call out guys and then what they say, I call them out and then I don't fight them. No, any guys that I ever called out, if they ever try to make the fight has been made. And this is another time where I proved that.
You know, seeing the fact that the goal was obviously to get all the belts, and now at this point you have all the belts, you're going straight to making the fights, and you obviously want all these guys. What would be considered more important, getting that undisputed title or just cleaning out the division and picking everybody one by one?
I mean, at the end of the day, I got the undisputed title now, so I want to knock them down one by one. Of course, everybody knows it's hard for me to make the weight. It's not the easiest for me to make the weight, but I'm sacrificing to fight somebody that I've been wanting to fight for a long time. Somebody who they said was, you know, I don't know exactly how it was said, but you know, was the closest thing to Muhammad Ali or something like that. They said he was the Matrix. He was unbeatable. He was this. He was that. He was mentioned with the greats and all that. I'm choosing to stay at the weight class and fight him. So. You know, and we don't know what's next. You know, we got to see. I may go up in weight. I may not. We got to see how I feel in this fight. We got to see how my weight cut goes and how everything goes. But it's definitely up in the air. I haven't made my decision yet. Like I said, I got to see after the fight, and we'll see.
You know, seeing the fact that you originally wanted to have this fight in March, and you know, this has obviously been reported for May 20th. And you know, I know you're going through Ramadan and things like that. Do you feel like on the Lomachenko team, like that's something that they're trying to, you know, that's a tactic. Like they prefer to kind of have you have a camp during this time opposed to when you conveniently wanted it?
I wouldn't say it was really up to Loma on deciding when the fight was. It was mostly, you know, the network and my promoter and all of that. I don't think Loma really had a say in when the fight fight was. I think if it was in March, I think he was willing to fight in March. But I don't know. I don't really know. But I really wanted to fight in March. I wanted to still be able to do my weight cut while I wasn't out of the ring as long and all that. I wanted to be able to do Ramadan, even though I am doing Ramadan while I'm in camp. But I wanted to be comfortable and be able to, still do train two to 3 times a day comfortably. But it is what it is. Allah is the perfect planner. So right now he planned to fight for May, and we're gonna do what we got to do.
Just the little glimpses of what I've got to see in camp. And I'm seeing that you're working with Coach DJ as well, and some
putting in
little
that
changes
work
and stuff. But do you feel like in this particular camp, like you feel like you're getting stronger and just things are starting to click a lot better?
Yeah, I mean, every camp I feel stronger and stronger. My body's maturing. I'm getting bigger, getting stronger. I'm getting older. So my man strength is coming in at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, every camp is going to be better and better. That's why a long time ago I said Loma needs to fight me now because it's only going to get worse. And now he's fighting me. And 2023. And wait, we in 2023?
Yeah.
All right, making sure we in 2023, and they will see. The world will see finally what I would have did to him is going to be even worse this time. So,
I mean, to be fair, this is technically the undisputed fight that he didn't get to have when he fought Tio. So it's really you're giving him hence the name, the dream.
But I mean, he lost when he fought Tio, so it doesn't matter if it was for undisputed, if it was an undisputed fight or not. He lost fair and square, so it doesn't matter.
And just kind of going through, the following steps of just like being a champion and these type of, you have the money, you have the belts, people in the narratives always change and things like that. Just what keeps you motivated? Because, everyone's always going to go with the trends and stuff like that, but you've been consistent.
No, I mean, money don't make me. Money don't, I mean, I'm blessed.
I'm glad because Loma's no light work. Right. He know it. So he had to say that part. They be knowing what time he running back.
To be able to make
people in the narratives always do, the following steps of just like being a champion and these type of, you have the money, you have the belts, people in the narratives always change and things like that. Just what keeps you motivated? Because everyone's always going to go with the trends and stuff like that, but you've been consistent.
No, I mean, money don't make me. Money don't, I mean, I'm blessed to be able to make money in the sport. It's a blessing, but this is truly what I love to do. So I get paid good for doing something that I love, and I was doing it for free at a young age. I was doing it for free as a pro as well for a long time. So, it's not about the money, it's about the legacy.
He's doing it for free as a pro?
I can fight anybody and make money, but this is a legacy fight for me once again, and I want to keep proving myself.
They always make excuses or always change the narrative when you get the win and things like that. Do you feel like when you face Lomachenko, they're gonna have narratives that?
I hope not. I want them to give me my just due, so I'm gonna just say it. I mean, at the end of the day.
Oh, what he say? You want to get what?
Do you feel like when you face Lomachenko, they're gonna have narratives that?
I hope not. I want them to give me my just due, so I'm gonna just say it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is
the
guy
that I'll give you just
the guy that was just
right there and put it on Loma. Beat his ass, stop him like ass. Beat his ass.
It's funny that all of a sudden now that we fighting, now he drops under me. No, keep him up there. No, put him number one, actually. Put him number one. So, when I win, I can get all my credit, which they have no choice to give me my credit because this is the guy that they chose. This is the guy that they built up and chose. So now that when I beat him, choose me.
And my final question on the topic, when you got to have that face-to-face with him, did you get to sense or see something in his eyes? I know the joke's like, you're like a heavyweight.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to give me an official drop.
Fucking Loma has green eyes. I didn't know that until I see them face to face. That was pretty much it.
He said Loma got green eyes.
So it really wasn't much to see, but we will see each other soon, and we'll go from there.
The most important fight, I believe, it's you and Loma happening, and there's other fights happening in division, and there's always a business. And I know that you understand
Mexico,
business,
getting paid for free over there. Wow.
Legacy, and that's what you have.
Fighting for free. I say getting paid for free. Fighting for free, should I say? That's crazy. But man, salute to him. I do think this is a legacy fight for the young man. I do respect his willingness to go over here or go in there and, you know, make this fight happen. Like he said, this is a fight that he wanted. This is the one that he feel like gonna get him all the credit that he deserved. I do think he want that validation that he feel like he deserve, and I think this is a fight that can get him some of that, if not a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? And I know for one, as long as he go out there and handle business, he definitely gonna get his just due for me. But Loma ain't gonna be no easy task, I don't think. Ain't gonna be no walk in the park. I definitely think this would be his toughest fight that he had thus far. You know what I'm saying? But I do think it's a fight that he can win, for sure. But he got to make sure he prepared, which I got faith that he will be. It's gonna be a real good fight. It's gonna be worth talking about, man. Just think about it, May right here, man. You know what I mean? April 22nd. Then you got almost like a month later. You know what I mean? You got Devin, Loma, Tank and Ryan, and April 22nd. You get what I'm saying? We getting somewhere. Shakur, April 8th. You get what I'm saying? We getting somewhere. Guys are fighting, and we getting the fights that we want to see, bro. Family. So that's where I'm at with it. No, man, it's not going to be no easy fight. It's going to be a tough fight, man. But it's AJ and Franklin fight week. I'm going to be bringing this fight up throughout the week. And we're going to keep it pushing, man. We're going to keep stay posted, man. Like I said, AJ said something about retiring. He said it in a joking fashion. I don't know how serious it is or how serious it's not, but I do know he got to come out here and show something. He got Derrick James. Derrick James want to continue to win. I know he's going to put him in the best possible situation to be able to win, the best possible position. It's going to be up to AJ to go out there and be mentally and physically prepared to do battle. Go out there and execute and make this fight count, man. Don't take it easy on him. You really got to go out there and make this fight impressive. You want to look good. And you want to try to get a stoppage if you could. You know what I mean? You really want to give people a reason to put some respect on your name. And it's crazy. Boots supposed to be back in the ring soon too. Yeah, Boots said he got a date coming soon. So hopefully it's coming down the pipe and he get his own card, because that's what they were saying. It's trying to make him his own headliner too. So hopefully it's very sooner than later. And he did say he coming back, and hopefully EJ right, Jim. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's being negotiated behind scenes. So that's looking positive. So I'm just gonna stay optimistic, man. We're gonna keep talking this boxing. You know, Isaac DOGBOE, ROBEISY, Ramirez this weekend as well. You got AJ and Franklin. Tank out here hitting harder than the middleweight. Dev making a legacy fight. Tank making a big fight. 2023 is gonna be the year of the big fight. We just got David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. We about to get Tank Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Then we getting Dev, Loma, Shakur getting his first fight at 35 on the 8th. Boxing is flowing, man. Boxing is moving in a good direction. Prograis put pressure on Jose Ramirez. He don't look like he want that smoke. Oscar De La Hoya might have took the training wheels off for his fighters over there at the Golden Boy stable. So we're going to see. But much love to everybody. I punched that like button on the way out. You know, we right back at it tomorrow, 4 o'clock my time, our time, and we're going to keep grinding, man. We're going to keep grinding and growing and building. It'd be too much like right. Yeah, man. But from what I'm hearing, Kurt and Jim, the family, I'm hearing that that's a positive behind the scenes right now from a negotiation standpoint. I just hope it happened. Get what I'm saying? Conclusion, AJ, if you do lose, retire. Need all the money in the world. Ramirez, you got a duck and deny. You a duck and deny. McGee, I don't know what you doing, but stop. DOGBOE versus Ramirez, a good fight, and EJ better in all facts. Much love and appreciation to my Brody BC, the Queen Miss Joette, Jim always showing love. Salute to the fam in the super chat and the cash apps. Do appreciate y'all. We're gonna keep growing, y'all, man. So y'all hit that like button on the way out. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Tuesday. And as always, y'all know we gave boxing is just due, and we gonna be back tomorrow to do it again, man. Much love and appreciation, family. We out. Peace.